Greetings and salutations, and welcome to the 4A State Championship. It's a best-of-3 series from Bruce Field, Utah Tech University, and it's an in-town rivalry game. Welcome into the Bucks Ace Hardware pregame show. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, and Caden Formaster. We've got the number 2 seed, defending state champ, Snow Canyon Warriors, taking on the number 8 seed and the 2-time defending champ 2 and 3 years ago, Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Welcome into the broadcast, everybody. And guys, a lot of excitement with an off day yesterday. I feel like town is buzzing with anticipation of this crosstown rivalry game.
Yeah, I think that's quantified by the amount of people that are already here at Bruce Field. There's a ton of people already filing into the ballpark, getting ready for this one. The excitement is palpable. It's in the air, and I cannot wait to get this one started. Two great teams, great coaches, and really just great programs. They've been in this spot a lot the last few years, and we're going to see which one punches their ticket to win the state title this weekend. 23-6, Snow Canyon enters this game, and they are the 2 seed, and then the overall record 21-8 for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. You can throw the seeding out the window, Caden. It is a best-of-3 series, but not a lot we can glean from the regular season. Both teams won a one-run game, and they split in the regular season.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, the regular season doesn't tell us a whole lot about these teams because, well, when Region 9 just sits there and beats up on each other, there's not a lot that you can deduce from that when it comes down to the playoffs. So really it just comes down to who's going to play better in the moment, who's going to play their best tonight, who's going to play their best tomorrow morning, and ultimately that is going to be who will win the championship. It's less about how you've done throughout the season. It's all about what are you doing right now.
Of course, Paulie, I love what you said there when you mentioned these two coaches. They're both absolutely fantastic. We had the chance this morning to talk with both coaches on the drive, and Coach Sechrist was chatting up with us about how special it is, friends, family, the whole family's here, excitement. I think he's pretty proud of what they've accomplished this year. All the state championships he's won. He's got a whole handful of state championships, and he's trying to add another one. The interesting thing, the common denominator with Coach Sechrist and Crimson Cliffs and Coach Justin Abbott is Justin Abbott 2010, 2011, 2012. Coach Sechrist kind of gave him his shot as an assistant coach. Went up north, was a head coach, and then came back down and ended up getting the head baseball job when the school, Crimson Cliffs, opened in 2019. So in 6 years, he's already won 2 state championships.
Yeah, it's proven pedigree with these two coaches, and you get to see the roster development and the player development throughout the years. The guys get better under these coaches. The kids improve every single year, and that's a mark of a good coach. Also a mark of a good coach being in this game, the state championship, playing for all the marbles. So we've got 2 elite coaches in the state of Utah going in this one.
Coach Sechrist won a state championship in 2007, 2012, then again in 2013, 2021, and then 2024. Since 2020, Snow Canyon has the most wins of any baseball program in the state of Utah. And again, another huge year this year, already 23 wins. Winning 20 games at Snow Canyon is kind of the standards, guys. But Crimson Cliffs has ideas that they can come in here and they can win their 3rd school championship in 6 years. That's unprecedented. A lot of times it takes a new school years to win a state championship, not Crimson Cliffs.
That's right. This has been a championship factory, whether it be the football team, the golf team, the baseball team. They've just produced at a high level and across Crimson Cliffs athletics. So it doesn't surprise me that another team is in the mix to win another one.
Of course, Coach Abbott, wealth of experience, coaching with Coach Sechrist, playing collegiately at Southern Utah University, was in the Texas Rangers organization, spent some time actually playing on this field with the St. George Roadrunners when they were here. All about the one thing that is common about these guys, they love their kids and they're all about player development. And boy, these 2 teams are here for a reason. This is the pregame show built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all your lawn, garden, hardware needs. Memorial Day coming. They got a big grill sale coming on, and all the Ace monthly hot buys, 3 Southern Utah locations. Let's take a look before we go too much further at some of the keys to the game. And Caden, I want to start with you here. Let's talk about Crimson Cliffs. What do you think is going to be absolutely vital for Coach Abbott to take game 1 tonight?
Well, first things first, the pitching duel tonight is going to be very, very important. So, number one, you got to let the Mad Dog off the leash. You might know him as Dougie Smith or as Madden Smith. Either way, he's the one that you've got to make sure that you know is going to be there to back you up from the mound, right? So you want to make sure that part of your game is solid. Of course, then, on the other side of it is work the pitch count from the batter's box. Have long at-bats, protect the zone. If you can get to the point where you're pushing Andrew Lyon's pitch count up and he has to leave the game early, then that's not a bad thing for you for Crimson Cliffs. And then being aggressive on the bases, getting off to a good start, and make sure that you're pushing the tempo on the bases. And remember that there is, we'll get to this in a second, a new catcher for Snow Canyon behind the dish. So, start pushing that a little bit as well. So being aggressive on the base pass is very big for the Mustangs.
Yeah, want to steal some bases, want to be smart, want to, take some chances, but not be too out of control. Under control and aggressive is a good key. Our Everbowl keys to the game, brought to you by our friends. It's where St. George gets their superfood fix in the Red Rock Commons over there next to Dick's Sporting Goods, Chick-fil-A. Paulie, how about for Snow Canyon tonight?
Yeah, Caden just mentioned it. No Cade Kelch. That's a big loss, and Jagger Mugavero steps in as the catcher tonight to fill his spot. But, he's not Cade Kelch, a big leader of this team, a great defensive backstop. So that's going to be a key how Jagger plays tonight. Win the pitching duel. We were talking to both coaches about this on the morning show this morning. It's a big-time matchup. You've got Madden Smith and Andrew Lyon, two, I would think, one going Division I, and Madden Smith on his way to
Madden Smith?
Where's Madden Smith committed?
He's a junior. He's uncommitted.
He's
right
uncommitted.
Now.
Okay,
yeah.
But he's going to be a D1 guy
Absolutely.
as well. So
Absolutely.
It's a big-time pitching matchup. So you win the pitching duel if you're Snow Canyon. Keep the runs coming. This is a high-octane offense. It's time to rev it up and keep the runs going all night long. They've won with their offense all year long. The two meetings this year between these two teams were slugfests, so I think they're going to have to score and then leave it all on the field. I mean, we saw this team dogpiling last year at the state championship at Salt Lake Community College. They have plans to do that again, and the only way they're going to do it is if they leave every ounce on the field.
All right, those are your Everbowl keys to the game here inside of our pregame festivities built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Again, Devin Dixon, Caden Formaster, Paul Ratliff here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Reed Seacrest, Justin Abbott, we just talked about them. They're a big hug right now, guys. They kind of started with a 5, and then there was a little hug. Justin was teasing. He takes my texts, he takes my calls, but he won't go to lunch with me. Maybe after this is all said and done, they can go grab a bite to eat. We'll have to wait and see. Let's take a look at a couple other variables in this game, guys. Wind is blowing out to left, kind of like it's been all week long. We've seen plenty of home runs on Tuesday and Wednesday. Didn't see any here when the wind was blowing in a little bit on Monday, but Tuesday and Wednesday, we saw, 6, 7 home runs in 8 games played.
Yeah, we did. We saw a ton of home runs, and that means that if the wind is going to stay at bay enough, we could see some balls fly here today. Right now, it's looking a lot like it did on Wednesday. The flags are moving out there, but it's not a ton of wind. It's just enough that it'll give it a little bit of a push out there towards that left field wall.
Andrew Lyon versus Dougie Smith should be an unbelievable matchup. Paulie, you dive inside the numbers of these two guys. They're both the aces of the staff. Andrew Lyon going to Grand Canyon, where his older brother Isaac won a state championship at Snow Canyon. He's now a junior pitcher down there, probably going to be drafted this summer. We'll see what Dougie Smith, back to your point about where he's going, we don't know, but the future looks bright. Coach Wayne Olofopo, though, doesn't want him to graduate and sign off into baseball. He wants him for one more season of football. He kind of anchors that offensive line, and they're the 2-time defending state champs, and he is the left tackle of the football team, and Coach Wayne's been here all week watching some of his football guys here play baseball. Take a look at the stats for both aces on the mound tonight.
Yeah,
this is a great matchup.
Yeah, for Madden Smith, the junior, 2.68 ERA, 4-3 in his starts, and giving up at a 571 win percentage in 9 appearances. On the other end, you've got Andrew Lyon going for the Snow Canyon Warriors, and right now, a little bit inflated because he had that one outing against, I think, this team, Crimson Cliffs, where they kind of batted them around a little bit. 3.43 ERA, 3-1, and 4 appearances.
And
so
4 appearances is the key, Paulie. Remember,
Yeah.
he was hurt with a bad back. He did not go until, I think it was the Pineview game in Region 9 play, like 3 weeks from the end of the season. That's when he made his pitching debut. He was out there, he was playing shortstop, he was batting, but he did not pitch. So this will be just his 5th start of the year. Speaking of bad backs, that is what's going on with Cade Kelch. He hurt his back Wednesday night, and he's done everything therapy. He's tried to get it right. I was chatting with Coach Sechrist about that. He said he's dressed. He's available, but he's not going to start. I said, can he pinch hit? He said, we'll see. So Jagger Magavero is going to be behind the dish, and that is going to be interesting, as they haven't had anybody but Cade Kelch catch all year, guys. So he has been the varsity guy. I think he's caught about every single pitch all year from this staff. And so now all of a sudden Andrew Lyons got a new catcher behind the dish. How much did that dynamic change things in your guys' eyes?
It could change things. You know, we talked about in the keys to the game being aggressive on the base pass for Crimson Cliffs. I think that's where it potentially comes into play, right? Stolen bases, that throw down to second, throw down to third, back picks, things like that. You might see the guys on the base pass pushing the young catcher. So he's got to step up here. This is a big time to step up. I mean, I'm sure when he got called in to talk to Coach today and Coach says, hey, by the way, you're going to be our starting catcher today, that had to have been a little bit of a shock. But I also know what it's like to just be a competitor. And being a competitor means that you're ready for any challenge that is given you. So I'm sure the Jagger's ready to go today.
Jagger Magavero is the catcher tonight, and his older brother Braden will be the starting center fielder. They're going to introduce every coach and the entire team, and so we're going to take just a quick timeout. When we come back, we get the Sport Court of Southern Utah starting lineup, and then the first pitch, Game 1 of the best-of-3 series, the Warriors and the Mustangs. Don't forget, folks, you have like 4 or 5 more days to go to sportcourtofsouthernutah.com, or you can even go to our website, thefansportsnetwork.com, and nominate your senior athletes for a $5,000 scholarship the Sport Court is giving away. The criteria, really involved in the school, clubs, everything like that, play one varsity sport their senior year, and have a 3.0 GPA or higher. Tell us why you're nominating them, why you believe they should be selected to get a $5,000 scholarship from Sport Court of Southern Utah, our pre-game starting lineup sponsor. We're going to take the break. When we come back, the starters, the first pitch, Warriors Mustangs, for all the marbles in 4A here in the state of Utah, from Utah Tech's Bruce Hurst Field.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Today's game is brought to you by Boulevard.
Network, as well as presented by our friends at UCCU Credit Union. We're live on KSL Sports. If you're listening on radio and want to watch this game, you can. KSLSports.com/stream. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. And for the Crimson Cliffs, they will be the visitor. It'll be Jason MacArthur, J-Mac, the shortstop, Jackson Whitworth, the center fielder, McKay Wright. He got a board, and then obviously the walk-off hit for Ryder Lennis on Wednesday night to propel them into this championship game. Cutter Christensen's been rock solid all year long. Austin Smith, Ryder Lennis, Ryder Sherritt, Race Bennett, Brecken Park, and Dougie on the bump. Starters for the Snow Canyon Warriors: Ledger Ship, Andrew Lyon, Trey Vaughn, Talon Hansen, Dewey Gibb, Diesel Lee, Cale Johnson, Jagger McGavero, and Braden McGavero. And then P.J. Hancock is going to be at shortstop. That's kind of typical when Andrew Lyon is on the mound. That's your Sport Court of Southern Utah starting lineup. Get your nominations in. You only got till next Monday, and then we are going to start having the folks at Sport Court make a decision, and we're going to announce that live on the Fan Sports Network sometime in the next week. So before next Friday, we will give that $5,000 scholarship out to a very deserving senior somewhere in Southern Utah, Iron County, Washington County, really Juab all the way down to St. George and anywhere in between. If you're listening or watching, you can nominate for that $5,000 scholarship at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com. They can build the ultimate fun year-round training center right in your backyard with their multi-purpose basketball and pickleball courts. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Caden Formaster here inside the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. With everybody getting introduced, they're almost done. We're going to step aside one more time, and then when we come back, we're going to play some baseball. We're going to be just a little bit after 7 o'clock. First pitch, Warriors, Mustangs, in Game 1 of the best-of-3 series for the 4A state title. Stay with us here on the Fan Sports Network.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Back here at the ballpark, just a beautiful night for some baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you're with us here on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com. 81 degrees, mid-May. That's perfect baseball weather. Breeze probably, 6 to 10 miles an hour is all right now. Warriors wearing the cream jerseys, blue numbers, blue lids, and the high blue socks. Mustangs wearing the white pants, blue tops, and white numbers, with the camo with the big C for crimson on their lids. The umpires for tonight's 7-inning 4A state championship game 1, Kevin Howard will be behind the plate with Gunnar Lowe and Kyle Anderson in the field. And Caden, Paul, final thoughts as the Warriors storm out to take the field. We're moments away from the first pitch, and we'll see these two teams collide.
I just would say that this is probably about as good of a matchup as you're going to see in 4A state baseball. Not only are we seeing two teams that are region rivals, but we're seeing two teams that are coached by two of the greatest coaches that we've seen in recent history as well in the world of baseball. I mean, both these teams have also won the last 2 state championships, so either Snow Canyon brings it home or Crimson Cliffs brings it back one way or another. You're going to see some fireworks in this series that starts tonight.
Point taken, but actually it's the last 3 years that these two teams,
because
Crimson won back-to-back.
Right.
Yeah, so they have been the two dominant teams, and again, both come in with 20 and 23 wins for Snow Canyon, respectively, combining for 43 wins to get to the state championship game. Paulie, final thoughts before we throw out the first pitch?
Yeah, super excited for the pitching matchup today. You've got two frontline guys, aces, whatever you want to call them, in Andrew Lyon and Madden Smith. I think they're both going to control these super potent lineups, and it's just going to be about which lineup gets that one extra hit, with the one extra deciding timely hit that comes at a crucial juncture, because both these guys on the mound are going to be spinning gems. So it's going to be hard to get hits, but when you do, it's got to come at times when there's runners in scoring position.
Crimson won at home during the regular season 7-6. Even though Snow Canyon had 12 hits, they lose the game. They did have 2 errors in that first game, and then a day later they bounce back at home and win 3-2. And, of course, Andrew Lyon was great. He got the win on Monday. And Madden Smith, maybe the biggest upset of the whole bracket play when he 2-hit shutout the number 1 overall seed Desert Hills and sent them down to the 1-loss bracket. They later lost out back on Wednesday. So these two have been absolutely impressive. It'll be Lyon on the bump. The warm-up tosses are in the books. It'll be J-Mac, Jason MacArthur, the left-handed leadoff hitter, and the shortstop for the Mustangs. And let's play some baseball tonight. We got the Intermountain Sports Performance Radar gun, and we are ready to go. Here's the first pitch, and the state championship is underway. The right-handed pitch from Andrew Lyon just a bit outside at 85 miles an hour for ball 1.
It's a good-looking pitch, good velo on it, just off the mark. Pitch 2 going outside as well.
Lyon fastball, 2-4 seam, good slider, as good a slider as you'll find at the high school level. Good changeup, and he's got a curve, 4-pitch guy. I don't know if Brandon, who is the pitching coach, will let him throw the knuckleball or not tonight. And there's a called strike on a 2-0 count as he paints the corner. That one looked like took a little something off, and it's 2-1. Lyon, 79-mile-an-hour pitch is a slow roller, 1 hop to Ledger Ship, and the Snow Canyon second baseman throws it over to Trayvon for out number 143. He records the out.
And that's a big out, as even though it's a leadoff hitter, Jason MacArthur, a 500 on-base percentage this season. He's a guy that always seems to find his way on base, and that's a good, big first out for Andrew Lyon and the Snow Canyon Warrior team.
Lyon ready to go to work. Jackson Whitworth, saw him play unbelievable center field all year long, the senior, and he's also the guy that came in to pitch that steadied the ship there and allowed for the Ryder Linus walk-off on Wednesday night. He was the 4th pitcher to come into this game. And quickly 2-0 is Lyon just trying to nibble on the corner. That one just a little bit downstairs. Jackson Whitworth, 309 batting average coming into this state championship, game 1. Lyon, 86 miles an hour, and that looked like it just missed, and it's 3-0.
Let's see if he tries to take something off of it just to locate the strike zone. He does locate the strike zone here.
He didn't take much off of it, though. 85 miles an hour on that fastball from Rue. Now, our gun is with us up in the booth, so pretty close, but might be a mile or two on the low side from what I've been told. And there's a slow roller to short, fielded cleanly, and P.J. Hancock over to first and 2 outs.
It's a dream start for the Warriors here. You get 2 quick ones, keep the pitch count low for Andrew Lyon, and you're rolling along. But McKay Wright looking to change that here for the Mustangs.
Again, the defense behind Andrew Line. You got Diesel Lee at third, Hancock short, Ledger, Ship at second, Moose, they call him, Vaughn at first, and Jagger McGavero behind the dish, and then Cale Johnson, Braden McGavero, and Talon Hansen in the outfield. Breaking ball, actually the slider there, I think, at 77, and it's a beautiful one for a called strike one.
Beautiful pitch indeed. Finding the zone early in the at-bat. We haven't seen him do that yet. He's been working these into a batter's count, so this one's starting off strong from the mound.
McKay Wright hitting .463 in his senior season. A swing and a miss for strike two. Just went right over the top of it. And that was, again, 76 miles an hour from Rue going with that slider. It's hard to find with that much movement. And here is the 0-2 pitch. Got him looking. That's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Pretty smooth as it gets for Andrew Lyon and the Warriors. And they will get their ABs when we come back. It'll be Ledger Ship, Andrew Lyon, and Trey Vaughn, the 1-2-3 hitters in the Warriors lineup. No score on the Wilkinson scoreboard, just underway between the Mustangs and the Warriors.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kalua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Today.
Flood Street, born and raised in St. George, Utah, to Fenway. Of course, a lot of people know the story. 86 World Series. Looked like Bruce Hurst was going to be the World Series MVP. And then right through the wickets of Bill Buckner, and they end up losing. And that curse of the Bambino, since they traded Babe Ruth, stuck around till the 2004 season, and they finally got their bunkie off their back. But Bruce Hurst played for 4 MLB teams. He was actually the manager here at Dixie for a stint as the baseball coach on this field, and now the field is named after him. And lives out in Colorado now, but still a lot of his family, a lot of his, siblings and nieces and nephews still floating around southern Utah. Here is Dougie Smith. First pitch of the game for him. Last time we saw him, 2-hit shutout, beating Desert Hills by a final score of 2-0 and 90 miles an hour right down the middle for a called strike one.
Beautiful first pitch to get things started with this at-bat.
That one outside, 1-1.
And also the thing about Madden Smith is he's very quick to the plate, very up-tempo pitcher, doesn't fool around.
Swing and a miss, 85 miles an hour in Ledger Ship. Couldn't find it. And it's 1-2. I think it speaks volumes of the athleticism. Left tackle the football team, state champ. He'd love to win another baseball state championship, and he's only a junior, as that one's down low for ball 2. Now 2-2, the Nets on Fire pitch count.
Yeah, his spin rates are crazy, too. We've heard that some of the tops in the state, the way the ball spins out of his hand.
And fastball outside, full count. Coach Abbott said it's the Rocky Mountain School of Baseball and all the different, charts and all the different camps and stuff. 2,000 RPMs, the spin rate on the curveball, which is what you're alluding to.
Yeah.
That is spinning it.
That is.
He hasn't thrown a spinner yet. Let's see if he goes with the out pitch, the curveball, or he stays fastball here to Ship. Moose swinging a pop-up out of play. It's a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball, thanks to Fabulous Freddy's. 2 Southern Utah locations to fuel up, wash down, and You and your car feel fabulous. Don't forget those coupon books are on sale through Father's Day. They're semi-annual coupon book. 30% off plus a free wash the day you buy it. Packs of 10. Stop in and stock up. And outside, ball forward, and the leadoff man for the Warriors is aboard. And we have our game's first base runner, and it's Moose down to first.
Let him go there. And, that's always tough when you get that first guy on base for, in this case, Crimson Cliffs. But, for the Warriors, you just got to capitalize off of this, right?
That's right.
Nobody out, and you've got one on. Try to push him around in scoring position before you get yourself in trouble with some outs.
Let's see if the Moose gets loose here. Leads the Warriors with 17 stolen bases.
Of course, his dad, Jesse, big hunter, and does a lot of bighorn elk and moose trips, and obviously the nickname probably somewhere. I don't know the exact backstory, but he's been calling him Moose for years. So Ledger's Ship. We got a lot of nicknames on the field tonight. Some of them I've just made up. Others, that's what they're known as. Here's Dougie. His middle name is Douglas, but he's actually named, the nickname came from his uncle who passed away from cancer. That was according to his dad a couple weeks ago. I was walking out of the baseball field chatting with him, and he told me the backstory there. And it's funny because Justin Abbott, when I said, hey, how's Madden Smith feeling the arm? He's like, who? You mean Dougie? Nobody calls him Madden Smith. Everybody calls him Dougie. Inside almost got Rue, and so Austin Smith, the Crimson catcher, is going to take a quick timeout and come out and talk with Dougie. And timeout's brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance.
This is a good timeout. He's struggling with the control at this point. Everything's been sticking towards, from our point of view, towards the left side of the plate from his staying on the right side. And so he's got to be able to pull it back on over. I don't know if it's just releasing too early on him or what, but he's got to dial it in just a little more. Everything's going to these right-handed batters a little too far inside.
Yeah, Madden Smith, 10 pitches, but only 3 strikes. I think there's probably some nerves, maybe some adrenaline flowing for the junior right-handed Crimson Cliffs pitcher. And the windup in the pitch right down Broadway, whatever that meeting was about, that worked absolutely perfect as he fires it across the plate. And now it's a 3-1 count. Here's Madden Smith. Needs to throw another strike, hit and run on, and this is mashed by Lyon, and this is going to go off the wall on a hit and run. Ledger's Ship rounding third. J-Mac's going to throw it home. Here comes the throw, and Lyon beats it. Snow Canyon takes a 1-0 lead. They put the wheels in motion, and it worked perfectly right there.
And the Moose is loose. Thought he had a chance to get loose there, but as we see on the replay here, he takes off right on the pitch, and he is around second, and he's storming around third. Coach Sechrist waving him in, and man, there could have been a play at the plate, but the speed of Ledger's Ship just unmatched there, and he slides on home, and 1-0 Warriors on the scoreboard.
Excuse me, I think I said Lyon coming around. Lyon was the one that ripped the RBI double to give Snow Canyon the 1-0 lead on our Wilkinson's House Lighting scoreboard. He'll get a pinch runner, and that will be Randall that comes in to run for him at second base since he is pitching tonight.
What a way to start the game, right, for the Warriors here. Not only are you the reigning state champs, you're also the higher-ranked seed here as the number 2 spot to Crimson's 8. And so you feel like you should maybe be the team to come out on top. And so maybe they're coming into this game with a little momentum already, feeling that not necessarily pressure. Maybe they're just feeling good with it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Crimson 324 hitting as a team. Snow Canyon comes in 332, so real similar offensive production. But I think the buzz on the street, and I think, Paul, you and I talked about it with both skippers this morning, was this matchup, Andrew Lyon versus Madden Smith. And right now, Madden Smith's got to settle down and find some strikes. And there's a good high fastball that Trayvon can't find, and it's 1-1 the count. Vaughn, only a junior, big, strong kid, 352 batting average, does have home run power. Got 2 dingers this season for Coach Reed Sechrist.
Now, this is where the lineup starts to shift. Normally, this is where we see Kate Kelch is batting in the 3rd spot of this lineup. So everybody's started to shift up a spot, and this is where you could maybe see some nerves, because when you're used to seeing your name next to number 4, and now it's next to number 3, sometimes just being unfamiliar with that's a little different.
High heat, and he can't find it, and Trayvon goes down. It's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout, the first of the game for Dougie.
And a great response there from Madden Smith as he finds the strike zone. He was struggling with his control for the first few batters, but that could be a sign of a shift in the way that this game proceeds after he just finds the strike zone to blow away the hitter.
He touched the gun at 90 earlier on that first fastball he threw of the game. That one was 86 from Madden Smith. This one 83 miles an hour as Talon Hansen fights it up and out of play. It's a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Glad you're with us. We're looking for some Dealer Collision big hits. We're handing out some awards like we always do on the broadcast. If you've been with us all season long, AWP Playmaker Play of the Game, Jersey Mike Sub of the Game, and our Finley Subaru Star of the Game. And Smith down low trying to find the bottom of the K-zone, and he misses. 1-1 the count. As far as our Finley Subaru Star Watch, pretty easy to go with both pitchers. But if you were to pick a guy offensively for each team, guys, who would you go with? Trying to predict maybe who will be the star of the game in the postgame.
I would say, man, it's hard not to talk about like Dewey Gibb or somebody like that who had the walk-off in the last game. Maybe he's coming in with a little fire in his belly. So Dewey Gibb could be one of those for Snow Canyon. Maybe, man, on the other side it could be tough. Maybe Jackson Whitworth or McKay Wright. I know we've already seen them in this lineup, but maybe someone in that top part of the lineup can get going.
2-1 pitch here from Dougie, and foul straight back. Paul, thoughts on the Finley Subaru Star Watch?
Yeah, I'd have to go McKay Wright. He's kind of been a guy I've used a lot over the years as this Finley Subaru Star Watch, whether it be baseball or football. Just feel like he's going to leave his mark on this game in this state tournament to add to the already legendary reputation that he has in Region 9 and statewide athletics.
Down Hansen ready, left-handed batter, takes ball 3, full count. Don't forget about Jason MacArthur and Ledger Shipp. If I don't go pitchers, I would really consider the leadoff guys in this game. Yeah, I mean, both those guys have had incredible senior seasons. Vital to their team's success. A lot of different directions we could go. Some thoughts there. And a swing and a miss, and another Red Rock Real Estate strikeout by Dougie.
And he's woken up, it looks like, as a little bit of a sleepy start to this game. Not really locating well, but we're starting to get a roll going here. And when Madden Smith gets going like this, it's not good for the opposing team. So he's throwing it strong right now.
And he did give up a double off the wall to one of the hotter hitters in the state tournament. Andrew Lyon, who was 270, 280 batting average most of the season, he's all of a sudden up to 319 coming into this game. He has been red hot the last couple weeks of the season into the postseason. I think he went 6 for 6 in the Super Regional against Uinta. He's had some big hits already on this field here, and he has the RBI scoring Ledger Shipp and the game's only run so far. 1-0 Warriors, bottom of the first inning. First pitch missing, so pitch number 2. Kevin Howard, the home plate umpire, says ball 2. 2-0. Dewey Gibb. Last time we saw Dewey at the plate, he was going yard, left center field on a walk-off home run on Wednesday night.
What a phenomenal shot that was, huh? Where they lost it a little bit there. There was a comeback made from Timpanogos late in the game, and so, or was it Timpanogos or Ridgeline? I'm getting it so mixed up. There's so many games now.
You were right.
Timpanogos, I was right the first time.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's a comeback that was made. They had to walk it off. They had led 1-0 for the majority of the game, and of course, then it turns out that Dewey Gibb has to step up and be the hero, and man, was he.
Sorry, now I'm thinking it was Ridgeline, and it was Timpanogos
Crimson
that played
did
Crimson,
play Timpanogos.
the nightcap.
And that one was also
a walk-off.
So we had 3 walk-offs.
3 walk-offs on Wednesday alone. Every game was a 2-run or less game. All 4 winners came from behind to win. And a shot to short. J-Mac fields it, throw, one hopper, dug by Ryder Elenes for out number 3, 6-3. The put up, good play there by Jason MacArthur, and they get out of the inning, but not before the Warriors get 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. They do leave 1 man out there on base, and through 1 full inning of baseball in the 4A State Championship Series Game 1, Snow Canyon has the 1-0 lead. We'll be right back.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dive. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Today's game is brought to you by
Next week, we'll keep you updated on that as Andrew Lyon Rue, first pitch, outside ball one. Do have one rink Region 9 update, skatetherink.com. Perfect for your kid's next birthday party. Get on over there this weekend or this summer and have some good old-fashioned roller blading or roller skating fun. They got a karaoke room. Heartbreak City for the Desert Hills softball team. They win Game 2 to force a Game 3 against Bear River in the softball state championship. They lose in extra innings to Bear River. So Bear River, congratulations. They are your 4A state softball champs.
Wow.
But it went all the way to 3, and it went to extra innings, as close as you can get for the Thunder. That's probably a pretty sad group of softball players driving back down the freeway from up north.
Yeah, I would assume so. And a great group of girls. We had them on the show one morning previewing one of the matchups in region. And just a fun group and a really tight-knit group. So really sad to see them lose that game.
Leadoff walk for Cutter Christensen, so CC is aboard. And Lyon, that last 85-mile-an-hour fastball just missed the K-zone, so CC is going to take a modest leadoff first. And here is Austin Smith, the Mustang catcher, and a swing and a drive, and this is into the alleyway, and this is going to get down. Going to go all the way to the wall. Here comes CC rounding third, and we are going to have a tie game, 1-1, an RBI double by Austin Smith.
And he's slamming down the hammer there at second base as he gets the dugout fired up, and rightly so. This was a bullet, absolute bullet as we see it on the replay. Just gets driven to the deepest part of left center and drives one in, and now we got a brand new ball game out there on the scoreboard.
So both pitchers have given up an RBI double in the last 10 or 12 minutes or so. Andrew Lyon, the RBI double, and now Austin Smith, the RBI double. So tied 1-1. We're in the top of the second inning still. Early on here was the hero from Wednesday night, the walk-off RBI hit, and now Ryder Lennis going to sacrifice bunt. But he whips the bat back, and it's high. That was a curveball, I think, that just stayed way too tall in the zone.
Yeah, Ryder, I mean, good thing for Ryder, he's not the tallest guy out there on the field today. He just ducked down and let it go right over his head.
Rue, senior Warrior righty, son of Brandon Lyon, 14 years in the big leagues, 7 different Major League Baseball teams. And in the Ring of Honor here, the Athletic Hall of Fame, his number's retired on the outfield wall. War number 9, just like Rue is. He's also the Warrior pitching coach. And that's a wild pitch. It gets away. And Jagger going to go get it. McGavero is going to finally find it, but that'll allow the runner, who is Riker Taylor, who was kind of the hero Wednesday in so many ways, as he started on the mound, the junior. Didn't get a win, but he gave him 5 innings and only gave up, I think, 3 hits and 2 runs in those 5 innings, and they go on to walk it off and win 6-5. And now he is pinch running, standing at third base. Coach Boyer giving him some instructions. And now Rue is ready. Here comes the 2-0 pitch to Lenez, and that just a bit upstairs, 3-0.
Breaking ball didn't break again. It stayed up on him. He's got to get that ball to snap just a little bit harder.
Here's the interesting thing, guys. Lyon, 20 pitches, 8 strikes. 27 pitches for Madden Smith, 14 strikes. So both guys have been very cautious here early on, trying to nibble at the zone, and they're not just grooving it. And that was grooved, but he fooled Linus, who might have been just taking to see a strike, and it's now 3-1. And probably had the take sign on.
You might as well on a 3-0 count like that.
And Lyon pumped it in there at 87 miles an hour, and this one 87 again, but it was outside, and Ryder Linus is aboard. So 2 walks here in the top of the second given up by Rue.
And still no outs. That's the bigger thing right there. 0 outs, 2 guys on. Ryder Sherritt, your DH, is stepping up to the plate right now. You do have a force out at second and first, but we've seen this so many times this year. There's a quick timeout as Brandon Lyon's going to head out to the mound. But we've seen so many times they put that runner over at first in motion and bring in the run from third. So we might be seeing them try to go for that steal and score here with this next at-bat.
Defense behind Andrew Lyon again. Jagger McGavero behind the dish with no Cade Kelch tonight. That's unfortunate. Got banged up, but the back's bugging him. Don't know if he can pinch hit. Don't know if he'll be able to catch tomorrow at this point in time. Diesel Lee at third. Hancock and Ship up the middle, and Trayvon at first. You got Cale Johnson, Braden McGavero, and Talon Hansen in the outfield. And this is a long meeting. Kevin Howard, home plate umpire, is going to come break it up. What do you think that conversation was about, Paul?
I think it's just to start to attack the strike zone. I mean, I think that a lot of solid contacts being made, not weak contacts. So I think he's got to attack the hitters with high velocity throws and just go back to the standard that he pitches with.
Shot to short. They get 1 out at second, but that is it. It's going to be an RBI fielder's choice for Ryder Sherritt.
Mission accomplished for Ryder Sherritt. He was in a pinch hitting role yesterday, gets elevated to the DH today, and already chips in with a big sacrifice for this Crimson Cliffs Mustangs team.
Reed Sechrist is out. He's not coming onto the field yet. He wants to ask the umpire at second base something, so he calls him over. It's 2-1. Snow Canyon has given up the lead to Crimson. That's Gunnar Lowe or Kyle Anderson, one of the other 2 umpires with Kevin Howard. Now all 3 umpires, some kind of an interference.
Yeah, I was wondering if
Asking
maybe
for some interference
there's
call.
some interference that was brought up from the runner over to second base over there.
I don't know if we got a shot of that or not, but
I don't know if I replayed from the last one. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, there was that runner over at second. He never slid. He just ran out right on into it. So they're looking at the runner interference at second.
Yeah, Reed saying, hey, he didn't slide, basically, and we couldn't throw it. And so they're going to say he is safe.
They're going to say it's fine.
I don't think they would have had to play
here
at
comes
first
Coach
anyway.
Sechrist. The play at first would have been a little too far behind, if you ask me, and so that's probably what the discussion's going to be right here, right? Like you mentioned before, the play wouldn't have been there anyway. I mean, better safe than sorry. To save your team, slide. Just slide if it looks like there's even a chance of a double play. You don't want to force double play because you didn't slide.
So they pulled out at second. The runner is safe at first base, and it's 2-1 Mustangs. 2 runs on only 1 hit. Part of the reason is because they got a couple of walks here in the inning. And that one big hit off the bat of Austin Smith into left center field drove in the first run. The fielder's choice for out number 1 drives in the second run off the bat of Ryder Sherritt, and he is down there at first base. They do get the lead runner at second. So 1 on, 1 out, breaking ball, and a beautiful 72-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch in for called strike 1.
Probably the best breaking ball we've seen from him today. He's been struggling with it and keeping it high and inside. And so that one finally broke down and into the zone.
0-1 pitch coming from Rue. Snow Canyon's 6'2", 200-pound right-hander. Shot right back to him. He lines it to Rue. He catches it, throws to first. It's a double play. 1-3 as the Riders share. It was caught off the bag, and that'll do it for the inning. But the Mustangs do take the lead 2-1.
Yeah, as we see here on the replay, just a hot shot, just crushed right back at Andrew Lyon, and just the agility and the adept arm flying up right into position, making that catch to get him out of the inning.
All right, 2-1 on the Wilkinson scoreboard here on KSL, presented by UCCU Credit Union, love where you bank, and by the Boulevard on the Fan Sports Network, making your house more like home for 50 years. We'll be right back to Bruce Hurst Field.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Today's game is brought to you by
With the 2-1 lead as we welcome you back here to the ballpark inside of our Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth.
Gives a strike looking to Diesel Lee, who's the leadoff batter here for the Snow Canyon Warriors.
And the 0-1 pitch, high. Guys, I want to go back to that runner interference call. I think Coach Seekers actually had a pretty good argument that he didn't slide. He didn't win it, maybe fighting for a call for later. But a lot of people, you don't have to. Oh, there's a shot to third, and it's going to be an error on the third baseman, Bennett, as it popped over to Jason MacArthur at shortstop. But by the time the ball got to him, there was no way he was going to get the out over at first base.
Yeah, this was a sharply hit ball. The exit velocity really high on that, and really hard to feel. Just got eaten up a little bit and bounces to MacArthur, but no time to make that throw.
You know, you go back to that runner interference. No throw actually has to be made for them to deem that that was runner's interference, and they didn't call it, but pretty good challenge, I thought, by Coach Seacrest. Didn't win that one, but maybe he'll win the next one. That one outside, ball one for Madden Smith. That last pitch took a little something off that one at 79 miles an hour. And Dougie right over the outside corner, 1-1 the count.
I like to see a pitcher that gets a little crafty with their pitches every now and again. I don't want to see just a two-pitch pitcher, right? Sometimes I like it when they throw in the changeup as opposed to just going slider fastballs.
And fastball in the inside corner at 81 and just stays inside. So the count goes to 2 balls and a strike.
Crimson Faithful wanted that one.
It stayed a little high, too, so, yeah, high and inside just a little bit. It's a call that maybe could have gone either way, I'm not sure.
2-1, Crimson with the lead. That one framed up, but ball 3-1.
It's another one that the Red Kingdom over here is a little fired up about. That one was just about in the same spot as the last one, so of course they're going to feel like that one might have been there.
And here's the pitch, pumped it right down Broadway. And it's a full count here to Cale Johnson, the left-handed left fielder for Snow Canyon. Madden Smith popped him up, shallow, coming in and going out. MacArthur will give way, and McKay Wright will make the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, McKay Wright patrolling out there, moving in on that ball pretty quickly, but Madden Smith doing a pretty good job since giving up that opening double to Andrew Lyon that drove in a run. It's really kind of stabilized and gotten his feet under him, pitching real confidently now.
So Jagger McGavero will step in. McGavero, haven't seen him much. We've seen him, pinch run, pinch hit a little bit, but hasn't been an everyday guy. But with Cade Kelch with a little bit of a back issue, he is thrust into the lineup in a big spot here tonight. We'll see how he fares in his first at bat. Sophomore is hitting 400. And the 1-0 pitch in for a call strike, so it's 1-1. But he's 5. Let's see, 5 for 15. 5 for 15. But only 15 at bats this year for the sophomore. Checks his swing. It's just a little bit up. 2-1 the count now. 2-1 game. Crimson has the lead. They are the visitor. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch from Dougie. Perfect location. Outside, painted the corner. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, that was amazing. Premier location there from Madden Smith. And he's finding his spots now. Like I said, pitching more confidently since giving up that double to Andrew Lyon.
2-2 pitch outside, and it's a full count. Good block there by Austin Smith. So nobody could go anywhere down there. The base runner, Diesel Lee at first base. Diesel Lee, the shot to third was an error on Ray Spinnett. So the man aboard via the error. So 1 on, 1 out, bottom second. Swing and a miss, and Jagger McGavero is down on strikes. That's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Dougie. His third of the ball game.
And, yeah, he's going after guys. I mean, that's clear. I mean, I think he was trying to nibble parts of the outer corners and the parts of the zone in the beginning of the game, but right now he's just going back to power pitching, the fundamentals, and what he's good at.
Dougie, the right-handed pitch. Fastball at 83, strike 1.
I feel like Dougie's getting a little more into his groove right now. He's finding the strike zone. Before, when we were talking about it, he was sitting on, of the 10 pitches, 7 to 3. This is another strike, 7 balls to 3 strikes, and now he's sitting at 53% strikes off of 44 pitches.
And again, I had him 90 on the gun early in the game. That last fastball, 83 miles an hour. So maybe giving up a little velo. That one he gave a little something more, 86 miles an hour. And McGavero down looking on strikes. Another one, another K hanging on the board. And the Mustangs, no runs. Dougie, no runs, gives up no hits. 1 error and 1 left on base. And the Mustangs on the Wilkinson scoreboard have the 2-1 lead live here from Brewster's Field on the Fan Sports Network and KSL Sports.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders, our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. End of 2. We go to the top of the third here. 2-1 Crimson leading. And Andrew Lyon ready to go back to work. And breaking ball stays up and in, ball 1. Here inside the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth, Devin Dixon alongside Paul Ratliff and Caden Formaster. Tara and Nate helping out with the broadcast as well tonight. The whole Fan Sports Network crew, our privilege and honor to bring you the title game coverage. Game 1 tonight. Game 2 will be 11 a.m. tomorrow, and Game 3 will be 30 minutes following, right around 2 o'clock, I would guess, somewhere in that neck of the woods, if necessary. And that one missing as well. So Rue behind here in the count to Brecken. Walk in the park. And outside, and 3-1 the count. Brecken's batting average has slowly risen. A lot of the season he was 250 to 275 range. And there's a fastball, and it's now 3-2. Brecken Park has just slowly but surely get that batting average up, and he comes into the state tournament hitting 309, guys.
Yeah, monumental improvement for Brecken Park.
Chopper, fair, Lee, long throw from third, cross the diamond to Trayvon in time. And it's out number 1 for the Warriors defensively.
And that may have looked like a routine, sweet, easy play there, but as we see on the replay, this was pretty well hit and a high chop, and he catches on the backhand and flips across the diamond for the out. I thought that was a more impressive play than people may have thought.
Yeah, sometimes the routine plays, good players make them look easy.
Yeah, that's right. That one looked easy, but backhand and the stripe across the diamond, I thought it was a great play.
Third base, such a tough position. That hot corner.
The hot corner, that's right.
Here is J-Mac. J-Mac taking ball 1, and there is pitch 2 of the at-bat, and that one is down low. So 2-0 quickly to Jason MacArthur. Rue has the sign. The righty, high leg kick, the delivery, and taking was J-Mac, and it's 3-0. And the strike ratio right now for Lyon, 34 pitches, only 14 strikes. And there's a shot past first. Trayvon can't get to it. It's a single into right field. That's the second hit of the game for the Mustangs. And they've got 1 on with 1 out after Jason MacArthur with a great shot there off the bat.
Yeah, that 402 average for MacArthur just going to be climbing at this point as he checks in with a nice hit there. And he's got a lot of speed on the base pass. He's going to potentially look to run here. Maybe they put the hit and run on, but a lot of things you can do with a guy, and a leadoff guy as dangerous and as fast as MacArthur.
Now Jackson Whitwer will step in. Lefty here at the top of the order for Justin Abbott and the Mustangs. Cutter Christensen, actually, the cleanup guy, is a switch hitter. Probably one of the few switch hitters in the region, and I think he's probably the only switch hitter on either team that is an everyday player.
Yeah.
Whitwer takes that first one for strike 1, that last pitch. 82 from Rue. He's going to snap throw to first, and MacArthur back in plenty of time.
Lost start, the switch hitter. We don't see that too much.
Used to turn on an MLB game and 2-3 guys would be switch hitters in a single game. Now you don't see it nearly as much.
Now you got guys that are pitchers and hitters in the big leagues. That's well, at least one. And that one, 86 miles an hour, trying to paint the corner, and no, says the umpire, just off the corner, and it's 1-1 the count here. Pitch count brought to you by Nets on Fire. Big basketball tournament this weekend. Your future basketball stars. Get them training this summer at Nets on Fire. Get all the details on the website, netsonfire.org, building champions on and off the court. Congratulations to Dixie Soccer. They won again. 5-0 shutout, so they're moving on to the semis next week. Unfortunately, Desert Hills softball lost today. Snow Canyon lacrosse got a chance to maybe win a state championship. They play tomorrow at 1 o'clock over at Snow Canyon against Mountain Crest. They're really, really good. Talented team. 2-1 the count. 1 on, 1 out. Crimson leading 2-1 over Snow Canyon here in game 1 of the best-of-3 series. Lyon again going to check the runner at first. He's back in time. Andrew comes to the set. And still kind of checking the runner now. He'll deliver to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 the count. Whitwer right over the top of that one. That one was tailing down and away.
It was a good one to swing at. I mean, it was a pitch that I feel like was definitely hittable for Jackson Whitwer.
84, but it looked like it was moving away from the left-handed batter a little bit on that fastball. Had a little tail to it. 2-2 pitch. Downstairs a little bit. No, bottom of the K zone.
Wow.
That is strike 3. It's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Andrew Lyon.
Oh, we might want to see this one again. I thought this was
knee high. I thought it was a little low, but
it was a little low. But
Yeah.
listen, with Whitwer, he's a crowd the plate kind of guy.
He
That
is.
definitely went over the plate. It's just a matter of height, right?
Yeah.
When you got the toes right up against the plate, everything that's that far inside looks like it's maybe too far inside compared to some other batters. But
true.
And maybe Kevin Howard's zone's just going to be a little lower tonight. As long as it's consistent, players will have to adjust. Breaking ball, that doesn't quite get over the zone. Ball 1. Usually the slider's 76, 77, 78 at least. That was probably the breaking ball because it was 73 miles an hour. There's another curve at 66 there as it slipped out of his hand. He didn't have the grip secured on that one.
no, that one was definitely one that just got away from him a little bit.
See him wiping his hand on his pants and his hat and trying to get the moisture removed and get a good grip on that ball.
80 degrees right now, the current temperature. Wind just kind of dying down to not much at all, maybe 2-3 miles an hour blowing out to left center field right now. Shadows are starting to creep in for those of you watching on KSLSports.com. You can kind of see. Of course, when the lights went on and it started to get dusty the other night, the outfielders had some issues with some fly balls. We had 2 or 3 balls lost in the lights on Wednesday night.
We did, especially in those twilight hours, right? Right around
Which
about 8:30 or so. So we're
Kind
getting
of creeping
close
up
to
on
that.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on
Especially
that.
if it stays a little cloudy like it is right now.
Here's the 3-1 pitch, and just outside, and ball 4. McKay Wright draws the walk, and so 2 on with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning for the Mustangs, and they have the 2-1 lead on the scoreboard. I asked Justin Abbott about that this morning, Paul, and he kind of said, now we know what to expect. We'll adjust, because we were talking about that ball to center field that Cutter Christensen came over and made a diving catch because Jackson Whitwer couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, no eye black needed. We'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right.
First pitch to CC, and Cutter's going to pull that one foul.
And an update on the stands here at Bruce Hurst Field. I knew crosstown rivalry would bring out the people, but I did not expect this. It is absolutely jammed. Not a seat in this house to be had if you're coming in late.
Yeah, it's pretty much standing room only at this point in time.
Yeah.
2 on, 2 out. Crimson leading 2-1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Cutter Christensen, left-handed batter. Lyon slider at 76 miles an hour, and that had to just barely miss, guys.
Yeah, that was outside the zone, but I mean, it broke over. You thought that maybe it could have broke over and into the zone, but it just missed the mark.
The slider is potent for Rue. And that one ripped opposite field. That's going to drop. Could score a run. Here comes the run. Jason MacArthur will stride in, touch home plate. 3-1 RBI opposite field hit for Mr. Christensen.
As we see here on the replay, just a sprayed ball into the outfield between the second or the shortstop and the right or left fielder. And man, that ball finds a home, and another Mustang gets into the stable here. So we got a 3-1 lead on the scoreboard out in center field.
Mustang in the stable. I like that,
Yeah,
Paulie.
that's right, buddy.
So Cutter Christensen coming up clutch in his senior season here in Game 1, driving in a run. And a 2-run lead for the Mustangs for the first time tonight. They lead 3-1. Lyon has to go to work here on Smith, who had an RBI back in the first, and he plunked him. And the bases are loaded.
And last night's hero stepping up to the plate in Ryder Alenez.
Ryder Alenez, indeed, Wednesday night, the walk-off hit to beat Timpanogos. Riker Taylor into pinch run. Ryder Alenez, 261 batting average, 4 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, 12 RBIs on the season.
This is a massive spot in this early juncture of this game.
And that gets away. Here comes the runner. And it's going to be 4-1 Mustangs as McKay Wright slides in safe at home plate.
And that's the Cade Kelsch factor we talked about. You know, not having him at the backstop tonight, Jagger Magavero behind the plate. And I don't know if you'd call this a wild pitch. I mean, that could have been caught, I feel like. So that's just one extra run for the Mustangs that probably shouldn't have been there.
So Jagger Magavero is definitely got to be a good backstop battery for Andrew Line here. That pitch was outside, though, not entirely all his fault. And there's the slider in 4-1. You going to score that a wild pitch, guys, or a pass ball?
It's tough to
Wild
say, but
pitch,
I would
probably.
say wild pitch.
Yeah.
And that'd be number 2, the second wild pitch of the game for Andrew Line.
And that one upstairs, 2-1 the count. Top of the third inning, 4-1 Mustangs. Runners still on second, third. Mustangs got 2 in the top of the second, 2 more already here in the top of the third. And they got 2 more ducks on the bottom, but a big swing and a miss. And the bottom fell out of that 73-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Deuce is wild. 2 on. 2-2 count with 2 outs. And Snow Canyon right-handed pitcher Andrew Lyon's got to get out of here without any more damage, and time is called. Alenez will step out, take a practice swing. Now the right-handed hitter will step back in. He's got the red dye out of the back of the batter's helmet. A couple of the Mustangs have got that going on, a little team unity. Go get the dye out. Where was the invite, Paulie, for you? You would have done that.
Yeah, I would have done that.
Paulie didn't want to play favorites, though.
That's right. Got to stay neutral.
Could have put half
green,
blonde,
half red.
or half green, half red, or half blue, half red.
Yeah.
That'd be a good look for you.
That's right.
There you go.
Like
green and red. You know, green and red. You try to go the team colors, and they just look like Christmas. So I don't know if that's a good idea.
Who was it? AJ Hawk's mom back in the day was dating. Her daughter was dating Brady Quinn. She had the split jersey,
That's
half Ohio
right.
State, half Notre Dame. I could do my hair like that.
87 miles an hour from Rue, but it's outside, and it's a full count to Ryder Alenez. 4-1 Crimson. Top of the third inning. Lion already at 54 pitches. And lost him. Bases loaded. Alenez will trot down to first base.
That's just a real disciplined, hard-working at-bat there from last night's hero, the toast of the Crimson community right now, Ryder Alenez, as he works the walk there. And now, with 2 outs, this is a massive spot for both teams. You know, Andrew Lyon needs to get out of this inning, and the Mustangs could blow this one open with a hit.
And it's Ryder Sherritt who hit into a fielder's choice. Did get an RBI, but he's 0 for 1. And that one high. Lyon seems to be just a little bit off right now tonight.
He is a little off. He's not hitting the zone as much as he'd like to.
When he has, the Mustangs have capitalized with a couple hits, key hits. And there is the bender at 73 for a called strike, catching the inside corner. Nowhere to put Ryder Sherritt. Sherritt only hitting $172 this season. The senior, the quarterback of the football team. And that one just downstairs. And it's ball. 2-1 the count.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. It always creates drama.
The pitch popped up, out of play. It's a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Stats tonight brought to you by Best Friends Animal Sanctuary. Every animal deserves a loving home. Head to Kanab, Utah, take a tour. Great for a weekend getaway. Go enjoy an all-you-can-eat lunch. You can stay at the Merc and take home your new best friend. Check out all the animals at bestfriends.org. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Lyon, but not before. 2 runs on only 2 hits, and they do leave the bases loaded. And it's 4-1 Mustangs on the Wilkinson scoreboard here live on the Fan Sports Network and KSL. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning when we come back.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations. Hey, back here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Building with integrity is their competitive edge. Proud partner with us here on the Fan Sports Network and big community partner. Building a lot of commercial projects around town. Ledger Ship top of the order here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Warriors, and they're chasing 3 to tie and 4 to take the lead. A lot of game left to be played. And you got the table setter, right, Paulie, at the top of the order in Moose.
That's right. We're going to see if the Moose gets loose here.
Inside from Dougie, and it's ball 1.
Haven't seen a lot of those from him today. Everything's been pretty tight around the zone for him for the most part. A couple of pitches, though, from him have gone a little wild in his pass. But he brings it back in with strike 1.
84 miles an hour on the Intermountain Sports Performance Speed Gun. Summer of Speed. Get sports-specific science-based training at Intermountain Sports Performance. This summer, there is no off-season. Dougie rocks, fires high, 2-1. Big hits tonight brought to you by Dealer Collision Center. Remember, it's your choice who fixed your car. If you've been in a minor collision to a major accident, choose Dealer Collision Center. Outside, 3-1 the count here to Ledger Ship. I think Moose could play next level. I was talking to his dad, Jesse. He said, you know what? He's got a plan. He knows what he wants to do and doesn't plan on pursuing a baseball career after high school. But I think he's definitely good enough to go play some college ball if he wanted to. That one's strike on the inside corner. Big pitch there by Dougie, and it's now a full count.
That was a big pitch. Caught the bottom inside corner of the zone.
Here's the payoff, and lost him. Moose gets a leadoff walk, and that's the second time he has got a free pass tonight in this game. Led off with a walk, and here to lead off the 3rd, another walk.
Yeah, and it's no surprise the walks. I mean, Ledger Ship, 2nd on the team with a .508 on-base percentage. I mean, he's the epitome of a table setter, and he gets it going here for the Warriors, who need a big inning here. They need to rebound.
Something your mom thought you would have been better at as a young kid, a table setter.
That's right.
Did you ever set the table?
Yeah, a few
Really?
times here and there. I was more the dishes guy. Yeah, after dinner.
Like by hand or load the dishwasher?
A little of both.
Okay.
I was multifaceted.
Here is Andrew Lyon, RBI double back in the 1st. Off his bat for the only Warrior run of the game so far as they trail 4-1, trying to help his own cause on the bump. And that one, a little bit high, ball one. Last pitch on I think that was a changeup, guys. That one was 70 miles an hour and didn't have a lot of movement. I think that was a straight change there from Dougie. And another change, and that one gets through the right side. Line is 2 for 2 as he picks up a single, and the Warriors got a little something cooking here in the third.
Yeah, no outs, 2 on. This is exactly what the Warriors needed after that big inning from the Mustangs. And Andrew Lyon, we talked about in the pregame and a little early on in the game, is that he is really starting to hit the ball at an elite level. I mean, 270 throughout the season, but up over 300 towards the end of the season, climbed a good 40, 50 points in batting average. So one of the hotter hitters in not only this tournament, but towards the end of this season was really heating up.
And that one to TV just outside. Vaughn rocking that yellow bat tonight. Blended black into yellow up the barrel. And that one makes it 1-1 the count now. Again, bottom of the third. Warriors the home team. They trailed Crimson 4-1. Pitch swung on and belted over the shortstop, and this could score a run. Now they're going to hold Ledger up as the ball was cut off by MacArthur, and the bases are loaded. Thought maybe with the speed of Ledger. Yeah, kind of had to freeze a little bit because it was hit on a line to make sure it got through the infield.
Yeah, we see, and they were quick to the ball too. I mean, this was quick in to the shortstop there for the Mustangs, so not a lot of space to run there. And we saw Coach Sechrist throw up the stop sign pretty quick.
We saw him throw up the stop sign on Wednesday night, and I'm trying to think who it was that ran right through it.
It was Jagger Magavero.
It was Magavero.
Magavero, yeah.
Yeah, Jagger. We've been saying it wrong all year, so we apologize.
We had a conference, though, with people who knew better. And
well, it's funny.
We said, hey, how is this really said? We need to know.
Well, it's funny. I met Braden and Jagger's uncle out at Copper Rock one day. Just moved to town to watch the nephews play ball and lives here in southern Utah. And he told me, and I just completely forgot the pronunciation, so that's on me. We got it for the state championship, though. And swing and a miss by Hansen. Talon Hansen, right fielder, left-handed batter, swung right over the top of that one, and it's 0-1. That pitch from Smith, 83 miles an hour.
Well, this 4-1 lead is looking in jeopardy right here. No outs, bases loaded.
And a swing and a shot, and that's going to get through. Talon Hansen, an RBI single, a 2 RBI single because both runners will come home, and it's a 4-3 Crimson lead, but here come the Warriors chipping away.
And they're starting to get a couple chinks in Madden Smith's armor here as they're starting to see the ball a little better a couple times through the batting order now, and we're seeing the top of the order have some success against Dougie. I mean, it didn't seem possible for a while there how locked in he was, but they're starting to see the ball hit the ball for the Warriors.
Yeah, we saw Lyon get hit a little bit. Now we're seeing Dougie get hit a little bit. So both these teams, again, we told you the team batting averages coming into this game tonight, phenomenal. Crimson as a team hits it at a 324 clip, and Snow Canyon as a team a 332 clip. So
that's pretty close.
Yeah.
And really, really good. I mean, I think, Paul, you pulled up the stat the other day for high school batting averages across the country. It wasn't like 280 or something?
275 is the national average.
So well above the national average.
That's right.
Of course, you can look at, team ERA on the other flip side. Crimson's Snow Canyon's team ERA 3.21 as that one misses. And then the Crimson ERA coming in tonight 2.64, so a little lower team ERA for the Mustangs. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like you get into it and that one misses as well, so it's a 2-1 count now on our Nets on Fire pitch count. Sometimes I like to get into a playoff game and just forget all the stats, and it's a fresh start, and you got to treat every bat like it's your first. We've seen some guys. There's a strike 2 call. Looking. Dewey Gibb. Dewey was the hero on Wednesday night. 2-run bomb to walk it off and win 4-2 to put him into the state championship. Coach Sechrist has seen a lot over his 21 years, but he didn't recall that ever happening to get into the state championship, a walk-off 2-run bomb. He said that was the first time he'd seen that for his team to catapult into this 3-game series. 2-2 count here. Dewey going to CSI. Runner will go. The throw down is in time, and they got him. Beautiful throw from Austin Smith. What a pop rate as he fires it down to second.
Yeah, as we see him pretty much launch up here and fire a dart out to second base and right on time. And that's a big out for Madden Smith. He needed that one. Get a free out from his catcher.
And now that is a big first out, right? There was no outs. You still have the tying run down 90 feet away at third as Dewey Gibb takes that pitch, and Madden Smith has lost him as Dewey Gibb will walk down to first base on the base on balls. So here is Diesel Lee. Paulie is going to give us his 9 names that made the all-name team in the 4A state tournament.
Yeah, we'll go do that tomorrow. Tomorrow for the first game.
I'm really excited to see who makes the cut.
Yeah.
I think Diesel's got a chance. I think you like that name.
I do. A lot of things you can do with that.
I think
Rev up the diesel, power stroke diesel. Put some gas in the diesel.
That's a bad idea.
That's a bad idea.
Oh, that's right. I actually know a guy.
Gotta put some diesel in the diesel.
I know a guy who's done that.
It's not a good idea. That costs you probably $700-800 if you put gas in a diesel truck engine.
That's
Got to go
right.
drain the tank and have it towed and all those things.
Yeah.
Put new fuel filters on it.
Sounds like someone has experience with that, maybe.
Yeah, I know a guy that had that happen.
Oh, okay.
I saw him when I looked in the mirror.
Paul was with me. I'll tell you the short story. So we're going down to the long drive when Bryson DeChambeau was down in Mesquite a couple years ago. And that went outside, just barely, 3-0 count. We're hurrying from the show to get down to Mesquite to do a live broadcast. I'm like, crap, I need some fuel. I stop. I'm like, what grade do I put in? I'm like, I'll just throw some 87 in. Throw 4 or 5 gallons in. That'll get me down and back. Well, on the way home, we start sputtering. I'm like, and it dawned on me. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I put gas in the diesel tank. And so we had to pull over and get towed back to St. George to make sure it didn't.
There's the kicker, right?
Yeah, so that's why it cost $700 or $800. The tow from where we were down, we weren't even to Beaver Dam, were we?
No, not quite.
Diesel Lee draws a walk. So now saw Lyon have some command issues, and now Madden Smith giving up some free passes, and the bases are loaded once again.
Now, there is a Mustang out there warming up inside the bullpen right now. There's no guarantee that they're going to come into the game right away, but I would assume there would be at least a conversation with Madden Smith before we see a pitching change.
Yeah, me too.
69 pitches. You can go 110 plus finish the batter.
Yeah, let him. I would have a conference like you're saying, Caden.
And that one, good block by Austin Smith, as that one was down in the dirt. And that saved a run, potentially.
Yeah, Austin Smith getting himself dirty down there in the dirt and staying in front of that ball. It's a good move to do, but, yeah, you got to make sure that you're keeping it a little more careful here with the bases loaded.
You see Race Bennett, third baseman, Ryder Relentis, the first baseman, playing in on the grass here for maybe a play at the plate. And it's 1-1. Outfield's playing pretty much straight out there. McKay Wright maybe a little bit closer to the line, and Jackson Whitwer a little bit more to the right side. And there's a shot back at Dougie. Dougie grabs it, throws it home. They touch the plate, and they get the force out. And that's a big out, number 2, and it preserves a run with the reflex from Dougie.
That's got to be one of the more impressive things we've seen from him on the mound today. That's really hard when a ball comes off the bat right at you. But it was a heads-up play to get the leadoff runner, and now it's 2 outs. Base is still loaded, but you save the run from tying this game up.
Jagger McGavero will step in. Justin Abbott coming out, I think, just to buy his pitcher just a little bit of time maybe. Looked like Cale Johnson kind of after that. He tried to score there. He was limping a little ginger as he went back to the dugout, too. Hopefully he's okay. Again, no Cade Kelch tonight, the starting Warrior catcher all year long. Out with a back injury is what we were told. Base is loaded for Magavaro. And that one outside, ball one. 83 miles an hour from Smith on that radar. Here's pitch number 2 to Magavaro, and that's a called strike. That one 82. Pitch count up to 74 now. 1-1 count, 4-3. Crimson leading Snow Canyon. We're in the bottom of the third. Snow Canyon got 1 in the bottom of the first. Crimson answers with 2 in the top of the second to take a 2-1 lead. And then Crimson added 2 more in the top of the third, but Snow Canyon has answered with 2 more. And they got the bases loaded. A flare shot down the line, and that's a fair ball. And it's going to get to Cutter Christensen. 1 run will score. Here comes the second run. And they'll hold the runner. He overran second. He's got to hurry back. It's a 2 RBI double for Jagger Magavaro.
Man, and Jagger thrust into the lineup tonight with the injury to Cade Kelch. And how about contribute with the biggest hit of the game thus far for the Warriors as he steps up big. A lot of speed, took a big turn at second as you see there on the replay. It goes back safely, and now we've got a 5-4 game on the scoreboard now.
And here comes Justin Abbott. We got a timeout. Warriors back on top 5-4. How about the young sophomore coming up clutch, guys?
That's pretty impressive. I mean, not just did he get up there and get bat on ball, but we're talking about taking the lead in this game 5-4.
And we're going to have a pitching change. I think Justin Abbott just took the ball. I think it's in his left hand. So it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. And we'll talk about it when we come back here. Luke Udy, American Family Insurance timeout. Madden Smith's day is done. Gives up 5 runs on 5 hits. And he has been pulled from this game. We'll talk about the new pitcher when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Utah Tech University. So excited when I found out 8 months ago that the state tournament was going to be down here. I was like, yes. I love going up north. I think you guys too. I think we talked about we love road tripping and getting out of town with the whole crew, but it's nice to be here in St. George every once in a while, and I know the crowd is loving it. Nobody had to travel up the I-15, and by the sellout crowd here at the field, it is being well attended and well received, the state tournament. And of course, it helps to have two crosstown rivals in this game. Looked like Crimson was cruising. They had a 4-1 lead going to the bottom of the third, but 7 runs crossed moments ago, and it's 8-4, and Ray Spennett will lead off. First pitch swinging, popped up over there, PJ Hancock, and Hancock has it for out number 1.
Good routine fly ball play for Snow Canyon to just kind of keep the momentum rolling here. Get out number 1 away off the first pitch.
By the way, remember that interference call that Coach Sechrist questioned a little bit earlier? I was kind of asking the ruling, and I got confirmation that that was the right call, that there was no interference that hindered that play. So it sounds like the umpires got that one right. It seems like so long ago.
It's always good to know, get the confirmation.
Yeah, I was just curious on that call and got some confirmation there. So 1 away. And popped up again. Lyon, he wants to call for it. Now he's going to give way. Lee comes over from third and makes the catch. 2 outs.
This is that time of night that we talked about the other day, though, where guys are going to start losing the ball on those pop-ups. So, just barely as we're watching it go up. There's just a moment there where I personally lost it, but luckily on the field they found it. So, 2 away.
And back to the top of the order in J-Mac. J-Mac's a great story. Talked a lot about it earlier in the week. You know, the injury his freshman and sophomore year. The hamstring actually came detached. It was a long road recovery. Probably would have been a starting second baseman his sophomore year that they won state if he would have been healthy. But he has been a leader for Coach Justin Abbott last year and then, of course, this year in his senior season. Already 1 for 2 tonight. And 1-1 pitch in for a called strike 2. MacArthur scored a run after getting aboard back in the first inning. First run of the game. We're into the top of the fourth, 8-4 on the Wilkins scoreboard since 1946. Lights, fans, home decor. Unique place to shop at Wilkinson's. Contractors and homeowners, you'll love it. Go check it out. I got my hanging lights over the kitchen and all my exterior lights from our friends at Wilkinson's. Lyon, the full count pitch, got him. Red Rock Real Estate strikeout, caught Jason MacArthur looking, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. 8-4 Warriors on KSL and the Fan Sports Network.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there. They're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill. Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kalua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice. Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
Back here at Hearst on a beautiful Friday night. Temperatures have dipped about 2 degrees, maybe 3 degrees from the start of this game to right now. It's about 78, 79 degrees out and just a gentle 3-4 mile an hour breeze. It's absolutely perfect weather-wise for some baseball here at Utah Tech University. And Mason Anderson stays on the pitch, and the leadoff guy is Trey Vaughn, number 3 in the Warrior lineup tonight. With no Cade Kelch, they've moved him up in the order a little bit.
Had that single his last at bat.
Anderson, I've been kind of clocking on the gun and mostly going with the off-speed stuff. Fastest I've got him on the gun right now is 77, so he's not a guy that's going to blow anything past you. Let's see what he goes with here. On the 0-2 pitch, he's trying to stay away and get Vaughn to chase, and it's ball 1. So Madden Smith went 2 2/3, gave up 5 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He struck out 4, but he also walked 4. And, of course, a couple of those runs, Anderson came in, and then those back-to-back doubles. But they go on Madden Smith's line there. He's thrown now 19 pitches in relief. And I'm sure Coach Justin Abbott needs him to start recording some outs and go 2 or 3 innings and let the offense try to chip away at this 8-4 lead for Snow Canyon.
You know, if Smith would have stayed in there at pitcher, I mean, he would be at the point right now that the pitch count would be getting high. That's just how many pitches have been thrown against the Snow Canyon team right now.
Vaughn 1 for 2 tonight, swing and a miss, and then they tag him out. And 1 away. That's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout from land to luxury. See what Red Rock Real Estate can offer you if you're thinking about moving or selling or building. RedRockRealEstate.com. A lot of bend on that pitch.
Yeah, impressive pitch.
Again, this is the part of the lineup right here, a good part of the lineup from the last inning. A few guys that were able to get on base.
That one downstairs. 1-0. Toronto has one in the NHL playoffs tonight. And swing and a miss by Talon Hansen. And I believe, guys, the Knicks just beat the Celtics in Game 6 to move on to take on the Pacers. Is that right?
That is right. They were up by
Knicks
40 points at one point.
Couldn't get it in Boston the other night, but they take care of business in Game 6 in New York at Madison Square Garden. Jalen Brunson's been fantastic in the postseason. Updates brought to you by The Rink. SkateTheRink.com. Make plans for your kid's next birthday party and go have some fun at The Rink. Proud sponsor, Region 9 baseball here on the network. Brunson had 23, 6, and 6 tonight in that series clinching win, as that one's fought off straight back off the backstop for a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. And it's 2-2. Hansen 1 for 2. And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Another Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. Hansen had that 2 RBI hit earlier, so he belted it down the right field line, but that time couldn't find it. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Snow Canyon leading 8-4 if you're just tuning in and not watching this game. For our radio audience, keep you updated all night long if you're in and out of your car on your Friday night. Glad you're with us. Thanks for watching or listening. Live stream presented by UCCU. Love where you bank. And the radio brought to you by the Boulevard. That one shot out to right, but Cutter Christensen tracks it down. Oh, Cutter's so good out there in right. It was hit pretty well, but Cutter Christensen found that baseball for out number 3.
Big out. Big out for this Mustang team.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the 5th. Warriors lead 8-4 over Crimson Cliffs in Game 1 of the best-of-3 series for a supremacy.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
It'll be Jackson Whitworth, the number 2 hitter in the Mustang lineup. Probably about time to get those rally caps out if you're Crimson. Down 8-4 right now in game 1. And Lyon into pitch, and right now entering this inning, he has thrown 70 pitches. That was 71 there on that first strike.
Good efficiency. Pitch count pretty low relative to how deep we are into this game with as good of a lineup as this Crimson Cliffs Mustangs team has.
Fastball 85 fought off the bat of Whitworth for a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball, and it's 1-2 now.
You mentioned the pitch count. He's in the low 70s right now, so that's gives him, I mean, you're looking at just about 37, 38 pitches left till he reaches that 110 mark.
But, and there's a strikeout as Whitworth caught looking on the slider. That last pitch, 76 miles an hour with a lot of movement. Starts way outside and comes back over the corner of the plate. But they're going to use him up. Rue he didn't want to come out of this game. I guarantee you that he will probably go the max as long as he doesn't get in trouble.
Yeah. Or the pitch count hits its max, right?
110.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, Madden Smith was at about 76 or so he's just done. There's not anything you can do about that. They weren't able to keep him low enough before they pulled him.
And it's crazy because Madden was so good on Monday. I mean, best performance we've seen from him all season. And
the shutout, it was phenomenal.
2-hitter against a good hitting Desert Hills team.
But to play devil's advocate, Coach Abbott pretty much was forced to do it.
He had to.
He had to do it.
It was time.
Yeah.
Just 2 good hitting teams making it tough on opposing pitchers.
That's right.
I mean, you look at how many runs these two. Go add up how many runs. Both these teams have, 25 plus runs so far at Bruce Hurst. McKay Wright working it to a 2-1 count. Snow Canyon has scored more runs than Crimson this year. But again, team ERA a little lower for the Mustangs. There's a great shot into opposite field, going back off the wall. And McKay Wright's going to stop at second, put on the brakes with a stand-up double here with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. And he's in the scoring position. Take another look.
And he leaves his fingerprints on just about every big game, whether it be football, baseball, whatever sport this kid's playing in. He's going to make an impact, and he doesn't want to say die yet.
Some good camera work there from TA over there. Tracking that one out there off the wall. It almost went over the wall, which would have been a ground rule double. He would have had second base. It hit the yellow on the hop there and stayed in the park. So now let's see if the Mustangs can feed off of that 1-out double by McKay Wright. I think the right name in St. George baseball, Dan Wright, Ron Wright, Hudson Wright, a freshman at Dixie we saw here earlier in the week. I think that's Ron's nephew and Dan's son, if I'm not mistaken. He's only a freshman. He's going to be very talented. I'm not sure if McKay is related or not. Now, we know McKay is going to go play football at the junior college level. But he's been a heck of a baseball player. In fact, before the Super Regionals, we had Justin Abbott on the show. We asked him about his seniors and McKay Wright and Jason MacArthur and guys like that. He got choked up talking about what they meant to the program, how much he's loved coaching them, which tells me a couple of things. Here's the 2-1, and it's outside 3-1. Tells me he loves coaching them, tells me they're good kids, and he's going to miss them when you get choked up like that. You don't want them to graduate, even though you're always welcoming in that next wave of fresh talent. Region 9 baseball has been dominant. The last non-Region 9 team to win a state championship was back in 2013. I was doing that state tournament, and Grantsville was the champ that year. That goes back to when it was 3A, and then, of course, they moved to 4A. And Cutter Christensen draws a base on balls walk, so 2 on, 1 out. We're in the top of the 5th, 8-4. Snow Canyon leading Crimson here on the Fan. Presented by the Boulevard, making your house more like home for over 50 years. Buy smart, buy at the Boulevard.
Austin Smith's having a good game from the plate. He was hit by pitches last one, and he did it again. How about it?
Yep, and he's 1 for 1 with an RBI double. So he has been on base all 3 times, and now the bags are full of Mustangs here. And I think he said something maybe to Lyon.
Well, you've been hit twice. I mean...
And I don't know that Lyon wanted to load him up there, did he?
No. There's no way he wants to load him up. But, I mean, I think when you've been hit twice, you're more than likely to be like, come on, man, let me hit the ball. Stop hitting me so I can hit.
It was a 74-mile-an-hour breaking ball that didn't break, so it wasn't the fastball. It wasn't like he was just – if you're going to try to intentionally plunk somebody, aren't you going to throw the fastball?
Yeah.
No intent.
And not at the elbow. I mean – that definitely was not intentional.
But it was interesting because they had an exchange of words, certainly, and the umpire had to come out and kind of break it up. Riker Taylor is in to run, so pinch runner for Austin Smith. Bases loaded. Crimson tying run in Ryder Lennis, who was the hero on Wednesday night with the walk-off RBI game-winning hit. Here's the 1-0, and he paints the outside corner for a called strike.
Great pitch there to just even up the count. He wants to try to get ahead here in the count if he can, obviously, especially with bases loaded. The last thing you want to do is walk in a run.
Ryder Lennis pops it up and out of play. It's a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball.
We know Len is no stranger to the moment. Yesterday was the hero in the walk-off win for the Mustangs. So another big moment here in the course of this one. Down 4 runs with the bases loaded. Opportunity is knocking here.
Already under Justin Abbott, he's had 43 athletes that have played next-level college baseball in 6 years, guys. And there's a swing and a miss and a big out number 2. It's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Andrew Lyon, the ace of the Warriors. And that is his 6th of the night if you're keeping count of the K-meter.
And that's big to try and wiggle out of this jam. Now you just need 1 out. I mean, you need 1 more blow-by with a pitch or a ground ball, pop out, however it comes. No sacrifice option anymore for the Warriors.
And, behind the head. And luckily it didn't hit the helmet or the bat, and it's just a ball at the end of the day. Again, that was 71. It's just not snapping off for Rue right now on that breaking ball. And fastball, 87 miles an hour, but inside and upstairs, ball 2.
89 on the pitch count as well, so is starting to get up there this inning now with 3 runners on. I mean, this is his, I believe, 6th
and
batter that he's faced.
Everybody's available except for Zach Beck. He'll be available tomorrow. He was the starter on Wednesday. And
I'm
Lyon
sure we'll
3-0.
see him. I'm sure we'll see Zach Beck, especially if we get to like that game 3, they're going to need him.
I would guess Trey Vaughn, who has not pitched all week, P.J. Hancock, Dewey Gibb, Trey Vaughn, those are the names that would be waiting if and when Andrew Lyon runs out of pitches, and they walked in a run. That is ball 4, second RBI tonight by Ryder Sherrod. He hit into a fielder's choice earlier, and it scored a run. And so he is aboard, and it's 8-5.
Yeah, Lyon, not his sharpest stuff today. We kind of said that earlier on in the game.
I'll be honest, with Madden Smith and Andrew Lyon, I was expecting like a 3-2 game tonight, just based on stats and what we've seen earlier in the week. But it's 8-5 right now, guys. Now, Madden got pulled earlier, and 7 of those 8 runs are on him. And Justin Abbott's going to go to a pinch hitter. This looks like Burbage is going to come into the game and hit, the freshman. So Burbage to pinch hit here with the bases juiced. How much? And Coach Abbott has used the pinch hitter more than any other team all week long here in bracket play, and he's done it all season for that matter. I don't think I've done a Crimson game this year, guys, where we haven't seen at least a couple pinch hitters. So Burbage, the young pup, a little softball with his dad back in the softball days. 250 hitter. Only had 16 at-bats this year, mainly all as a pinch hitter. Good stop there by McGavero. McGavero thought about throwing down to third, but Cutter Christensen wasn't going anywhere.
I think no real scored pass balls tonight for McGavero.
And good pitch there. 80, let's see, what was that? 83 on the Intermountain Sports Performance Radar gun.
I think we've had a couple wild pitches, but no officially scored pass balls for the emergency fill-in catcher.
Lyon with the 1-1 pitch outside. 8-5, Snow Canyon leading Crimson. We are in the top of inning number 5 with the bases loaded full of Mustangs. Lyon now at 94 pitches. You can go 110 as long you can actually go over if you start the batter. Now the bunt, and he fouls it off. He tried to surprise Lyon there and lay down a sacrifice squeeze, but he couldn't get it to fair territory.
Lyon started this inning 71 pitches, 72 pitches, low 70s if I remember correctly. Now up close to 100.
Yeah, sitting on 95 right now.
A little surprised Burbage tried to bunt there with the bases loaded, because you got people coming in and play at the plate. You'd have to hit a great bunt to score a run. It'd have to be laid down and executed to perfection. And that one outside, 3-2 the count now. Didn't show bunt that time. Maybe trying to surprise the defense with them playing back.
Well, to me, the thought here with Burbage, he's not very tall, right? That's a small
Smaller
strike
zone.
zone.
Everybody's going to go in motion here. Here's the payoff pitch. Fake to third. His line steps off. Nobody's covering. Fans want to balk. I thought I heard from some moaning from the crowd from the Crimson faithful, which would have obviously given everybody a base and scored a run, but no such signal. Lyon, here's the 3-2. Swinging it. Hit in right field, and that's 1 run. Here comes 2 runs. Burbage coming up clutch. And it's going to be a 3rd run. We're tied. 3 RBI double by the freshman.
The pinch hitter, Coach Abbott, with a master class of coaching here. We see on the replay, just drives this to the deep part of right field. And we got the run is on as the base is clear. And he's into second with a great slide. He drops the hammer to the dugout. And, man, we've got a ball game once again.
Wow. And we haven't settled anything. Let's reset. It's a whole new ball game, folks. 8-8. Did you think we were going to have a shootout at Bruce Hurst Field tonight? Because that's what we've got. And, Paulie, I love what you said there. You got to give a skipper credit for going with his gut and picking a moment there, and this young freshman comes through in a big, big way.
It's a big spot, and he delivered.
Bases clearing double for the 9th grader. And here is Walk-Off Park. One of the mighty mites, as I call him in Region 9.
Hey, let's add another to the list with Burbage right there.
Yeah. He'll be a future mighty
tonight.
miter, yeah, for sure. Not big, but
he's our Jersey Mike's sub of the Mighty Mites.
Yeah, well, he's might be. If Chris goes on to win this game, he might. That was a momentum swinging double.
Yeah, that's the biggest hit of the game thus far.
Lion now, I believe that was pitch 100.
Yeah, this will
so
be
he
it
is
for
at
him.
the century mark. 100 pitches for Rue.
And both pitchers, I mean, we build this on the morning show. We had both the coaches on. We're kind of billing it at this as a pitcher's duel, and, you know, 2 amazing pitchers on the mound tonight, and it just hasn't been that way. Both pitchers had a blow-up inning.
Paulie, what do I always say about Region 9 sports?
Expect the unexpected. That's
you think
right.
it's going to be something, and it's completely different. That's just the norm. Shootout at Hearst tonight. And a runner in scoring position, and Lion breaking ball, and it is in for a called strike to Brecken Park.
Now, that was a great pitch. For that being pitch 101, that had some really good movement to it.
2-2 count. 1 on, 2 outs in the 5th. And a swing and a miss and a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. Line a little frustrated with himself, though, as Crimson has come back and tied this game. Holy smokes, guys. 8-8, the big play in the inning. The freshman pinch hit, 3 RBI double, and we're tied 8-8 on the Wilkinson scoreboard when we come back to the ballpark.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
baseball movie. We were talking movies in the break. Best baseball movie, The Sandlot or something else? Paul,
Field
go.
of Dreams, maybe?
I like Field of Dreams.
What do you think, Paulie?
Oh, man. It's probably Sandlot just because that's one that I connect with from my childhood, but there's been a lot of good ones.
Listen, you've got the fun ones like Sandlot. I think you've got the good historical
Heartfelt.
ones like 42.
Yeah.
You've got the
Rookie's good.
The Rookie's good. You got like the cerebral ones with like Moneyball, where you're just trying to like follow
I
the
like that,
business
too.
of it.
Yeah.
And there's some great.
The Natural, isn't that one,
The
too?
Natural.
Yeah.
Is that Kevin
Yeah.
Costner?
Yeah.
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham is
Great
Kevin
movie,
Costner.
too. Wild Thing, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah,
and
Major League.
Major League. 1, 2, 3. Did they make 3 or 4 of those?
They made honestly they made more than they should have. They should have left it at 2. I liked 2 a lot. 1 was obviously fantastic.
That's right.
After that, it was forgettable.
So here is Hancock in the pitch as we fire up the top of the 6th inning, and time is called.
Speaking of Major League, they did make a Major League movie all about the minor leagues. So I don't even know if you'd call it Major League at that point.
Oh, the other one, the
Major League was 3. There was 3. There was
3.
Major League 2, and Major League back to the minors.
That's the one. That was the one that I was like, yeah, they could have done without that one.
What was the Bernie Mac, rest in peace. His
Mr.
movie.
3000.
Mr. 3000. That was another good one.
I was just thinking of that movie yesterday.
Yeah.
And strike to J-Mac, top of the order. I would probably go Field of Dreams 1, Sandlot 2, Moneyball 3, Bull Durham 4. That'd be my top 4.
I'd throw 42 somewhere in my top 4. I really like that movie a lot.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
42's good. The Natural's good, too. That one fouled off out of play, and it's a 0-2 to J-Mac. Leadoff hitter tonight. That's 1 for 3 with a run scored.
There's got to be one great movie we're missing, too.
Yeah.
You guys excited for Happy Gilmore 2 to come out?
You know, I kind of am.
Coming out later this
It'll be fun to revisit that character.
Yeah, it will.
Adam Sandler. He's done a lot of good ones. Shot down the line, but just foul by a foot or 2.
Ooh.
Down
That
the
was
first
great
baseline.
contact.
Talking about movies I've watched a lot. You know what my wife's favorite Adam Sandler movie is? Is probably 50 First Dates. Remember that one?
Little
Yeah,
Drew Barrymore.
Rob Schneider. I feel like those are his. That's his crew.
Yeah. He's always got a cameo from Dan Patrick usually somewhere in there.
Dan Patrick was in that one.
Yep.
If I remember right. Oh, yeah, he was the luau guy
Yeah.
in that one.
0-2 pitch, trying to get it to break back
Ooh.
over, just stays outside. Ball 1. So 1-2 the count.
That was close. That was right about there.
Hancock on that bender, 72 miles an hour. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. We're tied 8-8, firing up the 6th, and downstairs 2-2 the count to Jason MacArthur. Left-handed hitter versus the right-handed pitcher. So both teams are now to the bullpen. Final line on Lyon tonight. He goes 5 full innings, gives up 5 hits, 8 runs, all earned, walked 6, and struck out 7.
I just got a text for the love of the game.
Okay. It's a good one.
Shout out to Baum for that one.
There you go. You said mom, right?
Baum, not mom.
Oh.
Not my mother.
JB. JB.
B. Our buddy Jason Baum.
Oh, okay.
Is the best sports movie of all time Rocky?
Ooh.
Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans is
I
great.
like Remember. That's based on a story in Virginia, not far from my neck of the woods growing up.
Hoosiers has got to be up there, too. I don't know why, but I love
Miracle.
Gene Hackman.
Miracle's great.
Yeah. 2-2 the count. MacArthur fights off another pitch.
You know, back in the early days of the Fan Sports Network before you boys, we did a whole bracket of movies. And Remember the Titans won the bracket.
Wow. Oh, really?
Yeah. Had the fans vote on it and everything.
Rudy's good. Invincible is okay. Strike 3, caught him looking. P.J. Hancock, his first strikeout in relief of Andrew Lyon for the first out of the 6th inning. is Jackson Whitwer stepping in.
Who could forget classics like Draft Day, which Devin tried to quantify to me that Draft Day was a good movie. You like that movie, Cade, Draft Day. You ever seen it?
I tried to quantify that?
Yeah, on Draft Day when we were talking on the show one day.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
liked that one. I didn't really like
You didn't like Draft Day?
No, kind of missed for me.
That was off. That was a miss.
You didn't
as well.
like that one?
I agree.
Yeah.
By the way, this conversation's already creating a lot of conversation. We're getting messages. I'm getting texts. Our Facebook is getting messages. So for all those watching and listening at home, we appreciate you for giving us your input. We like this.
Like
we
the
love
input.
stirring up some conversation around here.
That's right.
Well, the way this game is trending, they might make a movie about this best-of-3 championship
Yeah.
series.
Man, this has been a phenomenal game so far. Still tied up at 8. Nobody on, 1 out.
2-0 count here to Whitwer. Whitwer tonight, 0 for 3, looking for his first hit. And the pitch by Hancock popped him up, shallow left field. Cruising over there is Cale Johnson. He's got a beat on it, and it's out number 2. So 2 down here, top 6th, and it'll be Mr. Right time, McKay Wright. Loved watching this kid play sports. Can't believe it's all coming down. He's got tomorrow will be his final athletic performance of his career. All these seniors, but
Well, at the high school level, of course.
That's
sure,
right.
sure.
He's going to go and be the best linebacker in junior college. I can almost guarantee that as he's making his way to Snow College.
He's got all the intangibles, man. Got the work ethic. Such a good kid. See if he can get a hit here against the reliever, P.J. Hancock.
I compared McKay a couple days ago to Perry Ellis of the Kansas Jayhawks just because he was such a good player for them and felt like he was there forever. It feels like McKay Wright has been at Crimson Cliffs for 7, 8 years, as much impact as he's had.
That one, beautiful bender for a called strike. 72 miles an hour again. Talk about P.J. Hancock, 3.82 ERA this season, 1-0 record in 8 appearances, 3 saves. So he's kind of been the closer, guys, with 3 saves this year. And he is the pitcher of record for the Warriors right now. 14 2/3 work, 20 Ks, giving up only 8 walks, and opponents are hitting 254 off of him over the course of those 15-plus innings. 2-1 the count here to Wright. Right wiggle on that bat. Started to throw the hips and then checked the swing, and that was a called strike. 2-2 the count.
That was a great breaker there.
That one's 69. Took a little something off that one. Got it to snap in there and froze McKay. Nobody on base here. Top of the 6th. And just trying to nibble at the bottom of the K zone, and it's low, full count.
Same pitch as the previous. It just stayed a little too low in the zone there. But it had a really good break to it. It just broke down a little too low, full count.
And I'm getting the kid, and you mentioned I'm getting blown up on the
I got
movie
a few
toss.
myself.
Chopper to short. Lion gloves it on a high hop. The throw over there in time. Just in time for out number 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Moving to the bottom of the 6th inning. We haven't settled anything. We're all tied up. Warriors, Mustangs, 8-8. We'll be right back.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training athletes for over 20 years, and we guarantee your athlete will improve speed, agility, explosive power, and reduce the risk of injury while working with the most qualified and experienced team in Southern Utah. Find us on Instagram at sportsperformance_IH to learn more.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Today's game is brought to you by
at Bruce Hurst Field. Chris Fatenauer and the Trailblazers winning today against the WAC leaders, Sac State, 6-3. I had the right team winning. I knew they won, but I had the score wrong. I didn't track down a score yet on Seattle University and UT Arlington, but with one game in conference left, they're in a good spot to make the WAC tournament next week in Mesa, Arizona. Swinging a drive by Cutter Christensen, back going Magavaro, and he makes the catch for out number one. Just a deep out. Confident swing there from Cutter Christensen, but just didn't quite get all of it. Of course, it's 380 to straightaway center field, so you got to really mash one. You want to go yard to straightaway.
He got under it a little bit, but there was good exit velo on that ball, but just unable to get it past the center field.
Now, will they hit Austin Smith? He's 1 for 1. He's been hit the last 2 at bats. So Hancock, not going to hit him here. He starts it out at his left hip and breaks in for a called strike 1. And I don't think Austin liked that call. He looked at the umpire and he said, yep, that's a strike. That was 71 miles an hour. So Hancock's relying heavily on that breaking ball.
Absolutely.
And that one swung on and belted, but belted sky high, and Rue going out from shortstop, 30 feet onto the grass, and he makes out number 2.
And how about the effectiveness of Hancock?
Yeah, it's been good. Both these relievers have been good.
Yeah, like this inning, I think 4 pitches now, 5 pitches, and 2 outs. That's incredible efficiency this late in the game.
Tied 8-8. We are in the top of the 7th inning, and quickly 2 outs. And here is Ryder Alinez, who is the hero with the walk-off RBI hit on Wednesday night. Senior, one of 7 seniors for this Crimson Cliffs Mustang team, and Coach Justin Abbott. Great staff, both these coaching staffs. I mean, you got Reed Seacrest, and you got Brandon Lyon, and, you know, let's see, start naming coaches. I'm going to forget. Todd Bonzo's on that staff, and you got Kyle Boyer and Mike Regano, and you got, of course, Justin Abbott. They even got an analytics guy and everything. Both these teams very well coached. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1 to Alinez. Haven't settled anything.
I mean, guys, we're already at that point now where it's the 7th inning where we're queued up for maybe our 4th walk-off in a row in the playoffs here.
Could happen. Checked his swing, and it's inside. They appeal, and he did not offer. By the way, if you're scoreboard watching, Utah Tech winning 6-3 today. Seattle University's top 6, they're leading UT Arlington 5-2. So Trailblazers would love to see UT Arlington come back and win that game. Otherwise, they'll still be exactly tied. Good news, though, Utah Tech has the tiebreaker, and a swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. The bottom fell out of that pitch at 71 miles an hour.
I've been impressed by Hancock's repertoire of pitches here. It's not just fastball, slider. He's mixed in some change-ups. All kinds of nice movement on the balls, too.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs. Top 7th, another K. Red Rock Real Estate strikeout. Down goes Alinez. And the Warriors have a shot. When we come back to win it, go to the bottom of the 7th, deadlocked in an 8-8 game on our Wilkinson scoreboard.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Hey St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Back here, Brewster's Field, Utah Tech University, our home for the 4A State Baseball Championships. And we go to the bottom of the 7th, and Wednesday night's hero, Dewey Gibb, is set to lead things off. And still in there pitching is Anderson. Anderson going to start this inning with, let's see, how many pitches is he at? He is at...
They got him at about 63, somewhere around there. Could be more or less.
63 to start the inning is what I'm seeing. Yep.
There you go.
And quickly, 2 balls, no strikes. And that was a bender. And that one fouled into the dirt off the bat of Dewey Gibb.
Well, I guarantee you Dewey Gibb is just reliving yesterday right now. He'd love to have a second round of a walk-off.
That one's 71, but outside, count goes to 3-1 on the Nets on Fire pitch count. Check out the website, netsonfire.com, building champions on and off the court. Pitch outside by an inch, and it's a 5-pitch walk, and Dewey Gibb is aboard.
Well, that's the winning run right there. Dewey Gibb on first. He's just got to get around, and it's really tough when you get a guy on with no outs here. Looks like Coach Sechrist is going to have a quick conversation with the umpires. We got a pinch runner coming out in place of Dewey Gibb.
Yep. So Dewey, they're going to put a little more speed on the base paths here, and Dewey did his job, found a way to get aboard, and everybody out of the dugout to give him some love as he comes back in.
Milo Entz out there as the speed-up runner.
And Diesel Lee is the batter here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
It's time to rev up the diesel if you're the Warriors.
Grimson got 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, 4 in the 5th. And first pitch breaking ball for a called strike. Warriors got 1 in the 1st and 7 in the 3rd. 8-8. We are deadlocked here in the bottom of the 7th. Breaking ball, and it does catch the inside corner.
2 fantastic pitches in a row there by Anderson.
Yeah, great
both of them
response.
breaking balls just coming right across.
Great response after the 5-pitch walk to throw 2 just heaters.
0-2 pitch coming, kind of eyeing the runner out of the corner of the eye. Comes to play with a quick release. 71 miles an hour and fought off down the right field line. It's a fabulous Freddie's foul ball. When this game is over, we'll clean it all up, put a bow on it with our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Appreciate Dr. Cody and his staff over there making your kids feel right at home with all their dental needs. Don't forget that new patient special. There's a swing and a miss, and Diesel Lee goes down on strikes. It's a Red Rock Real Estate strikeout for Anderson. Well, she's starting to stack the strikeouts up, guys.
Yeah, Hancock and Anderson both have been really, really good since replacing their respective starters. It's not been mop-up, as this has been a huge contested game, really tight throughout. So these guys have played big innings in high-leverage situations, and just hats off to them.
6 Ks now for Anderson after that last one. Pretty impressive. And missing their ball 1 to Cale Johnson. Cale's 1 for 2 tonight. Anderson, he's paying attention to the runner, but he comes with the plate. Big cut. Johnson can't find it.
Yeah, Cale was trying to end the game right there for the Warriors. He was swinging for the fences, almost swung out of his shoes there.
Cale Johnson, 406 batting average, 5 doubles. No triples or home runs this year. Swing, no, he checks the swing, and that one misses. And it's 2-1 the count here. Bottom of the 7th, 8-8 game. 1 on, 1 out. The winning run is at first base for Snow Canyon here in game 1 of the best of 3 championship series in the 4A classification. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. Another good pitch there by Anderson.
85 on the gun?
Or
what was that?
Well, I hit recall, but I think I needed to reset the gun.
Oh, okay.
Let me get it out here. That one was 81, but missing full count.
Here's the thing about Anderson's stuff here, especially for Johnson at the moment, is what he's doing. It looks so hittable.
Yeah.
But guys are struggling.
That's right. It looks like it's something. It looks like something you can't touch. Like it's just something so close but not attainable.
And there's a slow roll over the first. Fielded nicely by Alenis, who went low, blocked it into the glove, and then ran it over to first base for out number 2. Runner does get down to second base. And McGavero will step in, the sophomore getting his first start of the season to the best of my knowledge. Cade Kelch injured, back situation, just couldn't quite get ready tonight. Don't know his status moving forward to tomorrow. Haven't seen him pinch hit or anything. And this is Jagger McGavero. And Bender, perfect 74 on the gun. Strike 1.
Took a lot off of that one. I mean, coming off the hand, he's doing a really good job of not showing his hand too late.
And that one fought up in a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. I want to thank Sport Court of Southern Utah. Don't forget to nominate your senior athletes. They got to play one varsity sport, 3.0 or higher GPA. We're looking for them being very involved in their school, whether it's sports or clubs or activities. You can nominate those athletes. Do it by you got about a week to nominate. The last state championship is going to be crowned, I think it's May 23rd, the lacrosse state championship. And I think like the 24th will announce the winner. And a swing and a miss, we're going to extras. McGavero goes down swinging. How about Mason Anderson on the back end? Let's play some bonus baseball from Bruce Hurst Field. No runs and no hits, no errors, one left on base, and we're all tied up. P.J. Hancock will be out to pitch as we go to the top of the 8th when we come back.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Hanum Grill. Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice. Don't forget to try our original Kala 8 at Hanum Grill. It's game time.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Back here, and we are live on KSL Sports, presented by UCCU, and on the radio on the Fan Sports Network, 99.5, 95.3 in St. George, 93.1 or 1400 up in Cedar City, presented by the Boulevard. Hancock out to pitch, and it is Ryder Sherritt first pitch swinging, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. Bonus baseball, tied 8-8 to the 8th inning we go. Of course, Dixie Snow Canyon Tuesday went to extra innings, and then, of course, Desert Hills and Timpanogos went 10 innings on Wednesday before Timpanogos walked it off and won. Caden alluded to the fact on Wednesday alone we had 3 walk-offs, and out of the 4 games on Wednesday, all 4 were comeback wins. The winning team trailed at least at one point during all 4 of those games. It's been incredible competitive play here in the 4A classification this year. And congratulations to everybody that represented themselves, their families, their teammates, their school that's now exited, and we're down to 2. I was very impressed with Ridgeline and Justin Jensen and Kim Nelson and Timpanogos. And Coach Hawes and Bear River, and, of course, Dixie and Desert Hills, the other 2 Region 9 teams that were in the mix. 4 out of the 8 teams to start bracket play. Uh-oh, he hit Ryder Sherritt, and the leadoff man is aboard, hit by pitch. How many hit by pitches have we seen tonight? At least 2 or 3 for each side.
Yeah, I feel like, and Ryder's had a real productive day. He had the sacrifice early in the game, and now getting on base once again, and elevated to that DH role today. Was a pinch hitter yesterday, but really making his mark on this game.
Well, he hadn't gotten a hit, but he's got an RBI, and he's found ways to get aboard. But officially, he was 0 for 2. But you're right. You felt his impact. For a guy that's only hitting 179, he's finding ways to be productive, Paulie. I see your point.
So this is another pinch hitter with Riker Taylor. We saw Burbage last inning in this spot, and now it's Taylor.
And when Taylor pitched on Wednesday, he got the start. He hit and played really well, for that matter.
And also looks like we're going to have a different runner out there on first.
Yep.
After Sherritt got dinged up.
That is, let's see, Hagwood, number 7. Junior. Hagwood hasn't ran a lot, but he is in the run right now for Ryder Sherritt. Tonight's game brought to you by Dealer Collision, and both these teams looking for a Dealer Collision big hit that could possibly win this game in extra innings. No matter what, we're going to be back for Game 2 tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 10:40, 10:45-ish for the pregame show, and 11 o'clock first pitch. But so vital to get that first win, so you force your opponent to win 2 tomorrow if they want to dethrone you.
Checking on that runner twice now. I think they know, hey, this is a guy that's just coming into the game. Let's make sure that he's locked and loaded and paying attention.
Hancock's only at 29 pitches. This will be his 30th. Now, obviously, Lyon went deeper through 5. Madden Smith only went 2 2/3. So Anderson's pitch count a lot higher, and the longer this goes, the sooner potentially Crimson would have to go to the bullpen than Snow Canyon. Assuming both guys keep cruising, because they both looked really good on the back end in relief. 8-8 tie. 8 runs, 9 hits for the Warriors. 8 runs, 5 hits for the Mustangs. Hancock taking some time now. The 1-0 pitch. Bunt showed. Pulled it back. Ball 2. It was high in the zone. Or high above the zone, I should say. Missed the K zone. The wind has, it was 5-6 miles an hour at most, and now absolutely not a breath of wind. Temperatures dipped with the sun setting to 73 or 74 degrees. It's just a nice night for some bonus baseball. Snap throw to first, runner back in time, Hagwood.
A lot of throwovers. Hancock clearly knows that the run might be on, or the steal might be on here.
Hagwood's got a very modest lead, just kind of 2 strides off the bag at first. And he plunked him, or did it miss him? I think it missed him.
Missed him.
But the runner will get down to second base on the wild pitch.
So no need to sacrifice anymore. We see here on the replay.
Taylor, how did it miss Taylor? Behind him or above him?
Yeah, I didn't know how. This would be nice to see.
Ooh. He just snapped his shoulder out of the way.
Just missed him. I thought it was headed for his leg, but he spun out of the way of it.
That was higher than leg high. That looked like it was more like I don't know, maybe elbow level? I couldn't tell. That was close.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was maybe about like waist.
But it does not hit him because he doesn't react, and obviously he's staying in the batter's box here. 3-0 pitch, and that almost gets him. It's inside, and Taylor is aboard. So Crimson got a little something brewing here in the top of the 8th inning. No outs and 2 on. And we've got Brecken Park, who's had a flair for the dramatics this year, and Brandon Lyon's going to pop out of the Snow Canyon Warrior dugout. Here comes the pitching coach. Boo's going to come talk things over. Infield's going to draw in, and we got a Luke Udy at American Family Insurance timeout as Lyon is going to go check on Hancock. Nobody is throwing, so if they're going to make a move, you would assume it would be somebody that's out there playing a position for Snow Canyon.
Well, usually when Snow Canyon makes a move, it's usually not Brandon Lyon, it's usually
always
Coach
Sechrist,
Sechrist.
yes.
So if Brandon Lyon's coming out, it's more just a chat with the pitcher to just get him back on track. If it's Coach Sechrist, then you can expect that it's going to be a switcheroo.
At some point, we might see Trayvon, but obviously Dewey Gibb, Trayvon, maybe guys they want to start tomorrow. Trey 2.96 ERA, 3-1 record, 6 appearances, but we haven't seen him at all in the state bracket play this whole week.
No, I would expect that if we're going to see him, it'll more than likely be tomorrow. I think they're trying to save those kind of guys.
Gibbs fresh and can go tomorrow too.
Yeah. But if you have to go 2 games, you want to make sure that you're ready for that second game as well. So that's the issue, right? That's always the question. Do you play everybody early if you win this first game? Do you just try to get it all in game 2 and then not have to worry about it game 3?
I do whatever you got to do to win this game.
Winning this first one is extremely important.
100%. And then you figure it out tomorrow as it comes. Both these teams do have deep bullpens. That's why they're in the state championship. Great offenses, take nothing away, but they both have great depth at the pitching position. Bunt fouled out of play, and it's 0-1 on the Nets on fire pitch count.
So it almost looked like Brecken Park wanted to pull away from that one. He pulled away almost a little too late, and it still hit the bat and shot off foul because he did almost just about barrel that up, but it came off at about handle level anyway, so foul ball 0-1.
Here is P.J. Hancock stepping out and chasing the runner back to second. Tonight's game brought to you by Honolulu Grill. Spreading aloha. Stop into Honolulu Grill, 7th South, 7th East, for your favorite Hawaiian dishes. And make sure you try their original Kava Aid. That's their Kava Aid. They make it from scratch at Honolulu Grill. Bunt right back to the pitcher. Pitcher's going to go to third, and he got the lead runner. What a play by P.J. Hancock. And that bunt came back to Hancock quickly, and that allowed him to turn and go get that lead runner. Take another look for our television audience.
Yeah, just a little quick to the mound there. It didn't really give much time for the runner to get to third, and now they get the lead runner. Still a runner in scoring position and 2 on with only 1 out, but they could have been made in the shade there with 1 on third.
That is a bold play by Hancock, but he knew how it got to him quick that he could probably make that play, but you still got to glove it, and then you got to make a good throw. Here is J-Mac, leadoff guy for the Mustangs. He's 1 for 4 tonight.
He boasts an over 500 OBP, though, and they'd love to get him on base and just keep the line moving here. I mean, until someone can get the clutch, timely hit, just keep getting on base.
MacArthur, 3 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run, hitting .402 and a chopper, and it's going to be trouble. And it gets through the right side. They're going to wave the runner around. Here comes the throw, and Riker Taylor slides safe, and Crimson has a 9-8 lead in the top of the 8th inning off the bat of Jason MacArthur.
Yeah, MacArthur just a super tough out, and he proves that once again as that one just screams through the hole there. Great diving effort from Ledger Ship, but just unable to get there, and that will bring in the run to break this tie and give the Mustangs the lead.
So finally, some runs here. I hadn't had any runs for over 3 innings, and now it's 9-8 Mustangs. Pinch runner coming in. That will be Mitchell to pinch run. And Whitwer, the number 2 hitter in the lineup, will be the batter for Coach Justin Abbott.
With runs being so difficult to come by here in these later innings, 1 run, doesn't it just feel like that's Mount Everest in some ways? That 1 run just feels like it's almost insurmountable to overcome. Now, it's not that much. Snow Canyon can still come back and tie this thing up or win it. But when there's only 1 out away and you still got a runner on third, it's looking pretty good for Crimson Cliffs at this moment.
The flow and the pace of play and the scoring been so erratic in this game. We've had innings of 7 runs, 6 high-scoring ones, and low-scoring ones now late in this game. And I agree, Caden. 1 run kind of feels like a cavernous.
Well, you'd much rather have the lead than have to come from behind.
Well, and that's tough as the visiting team, right? I mean, that's all you can do is just get a lead and try to hold on to it.
I wouldn't be satisfied with 1, though.
No.
You got that runner 90 feet away at third. You want to get that run in, too.
Yeah, you got to do what you can to get multiple here.
So 2 on, 1 out.
You have the ability to sacrifice right now, too.
Whitworth's going to swing into the alleyway. Going back and getting it is Cale Johnson for out number 2. This will be a sacrifice fly ball, and it's a 2-run lead. And it's 10-8. Good job by Jackson Whitworth just to get it deep out there where he could score that run.
Crimson faithful showing their appreciation for this sacrifice fly, as it's a perfectly placed ball to get that run in. And now 2-run lead, of course. The insurance runs, I was saying 1 would be good, but yeah, 2 much better.
And Hancock, they're staying with them here. They just need 1 more out. Get out of this without any more damage. Snap throw to first. He's back in time. That's Mitchell pinch running over there from MacArthur. 10-8 our score. Mustangs have the lead in game 1 here, the best of 3 series. Top of the 8th, Warriors are the home team. I believe they'll have 9 1-2 hitters coming up in the bottom half of the inning. Swinging a shot through the hole, and McKay Wright has his 2nd hit of the night. Runner's going to try to stretch to 3rd, and he is safe.
K. Wright just keeps adding to the storybook of his Crimson Cliffs athletics career. As just another imprint on this game. And this was a close play at 3rd, as we see there on the replay, but he gets in just by an inch or 2, and now it's a 10-8 ball game. This was billed as a pitcher's duel, 2 of the best in the region and the state, but we've had an absolute shootout tonight from Bruce Hurst Field.
Meeting on the mound, timeout. Brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Got all your protection under one roof for great rates and a free quote on your home, auto, or life insurance. Call Luke today at American Family Insurance, Luke Udy and Associates.
Can you believe we've seen 18 runs scored in this game already?
Yeah, I can, just because, but I wouldn't have thought that this morning with the pitching.
Yeah. I agree with Caden. I did not expect this at all.
But, Paulie, what do I always say about Region 9?
That's right.
After 21 years, I've seen a little bit of everything and coined the phrase, expect the unexpected. And that's going to get away just far enough from McGavero, and that's going to allow McKay Wright to scamper down to 2nd base. And now 2 dunks on the pond here for CC, Cutter Christensen. Got to get my charger going here. I'm low on juice, Paulie. Thank you. Hancock needs an out in the worst way for Snow Canyon. Crimson wants more insurance runs here with Snow Canyon, the home team, still to get their bats here. We're in extra innings. 10 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, the line score.
Got the whole back row standing. They're all on their feet over here with the Crimson Faithful.
Hancock. And that gets away 84 miles an hour, but it was past McGavero, and it is an 11-8 lead as another run scores.
Man, just when it rains, it pours a little bit for Snow Canyon. This was a deadlock game going into this inning, and now the floodgates have absolutely opened for Crimson Cliffs as this one just goes to the backstop and another run comes in. And
guys, and I don't want to be too critical, but that didn't look like it was that high. Just looked like it went over the mitt, but he didn't have to stand all the way up or anything. I don't know if he just misjudged it there or was tailing away. And a chopper foul off the bat of CC.
Well, that was one of our keys. No Cade Kelch tonight. The normal backstop back there. The veteran started a lot of games for him. And we saw a couple wild pitch pass balls from Andrew Lyon. You could have gone either way with the way you scored them. And I think that the change at catcher has definitely had an impact on this game.
Deuce is wild here in the top of the 8th. 2-2 count, 2 outs. And Christensen at the plate, swinging a drive into center field. This is going to be coming in and diving, and he can't get to it. And it's another run, and Cutter Christensen's going to have an RBI double, and it's 12-8.
What a scoring barrage this has been in this inning. I mean, incredible stuff here. Just keeping the line moving with all the big guns that came up coincidentally in this inning. They turned it over to the top, and they have just been rolling through the order.
And it looks like at this point they're just going to keep rolling with P.J. Hancock.
I think so.
He's at 45 pitches. And Austin Smith will step in. Time is called. Look like out there in center, Gavarro lost something out there. Right? Look, maybe his glasses or something were on his helmet. I don't know. He had to go pick something up from center field, and then now we are ready to resume play. Some big moments, a lot of plays just in this inning that are worthy of our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game.
So many.
And now it's almost 10 o'clock local time. This game approaching. We're about 5 minutes late starting, so it's 2 hours and about 55-minute game so far, and it's a shootout, which will explain why. 12-8, and still another runner in scoring position after the RBI double for CC. And Austin Smith tonight has been great, 1 for 2. He's been hit a couple times, though.
He has, yeah. That's pretty rare to see one guy get hit multiple times. He has been hit twice in this game.
Real open with the stance. Big cut, but he comes up empty. Strike 2. That last pitch, 69, really pulled the string and had some drop to it on the breaking ball. So it's a 1-2 count. Do the Mustangs have another dealer collision big hit? We'll find out. Popped up and out of play. It's fabulous Freddie's foul ball.
Stays alive, protects the zone. Still trying to just continue to pad the lead as much as possible. We talked about how 1 run wasn't comfortable. 4, you're feeling all right with 4.
Yeah, you are.
But Snow Canyon put up 7 in a single inning already. So even with 4, it might feel a little comfortable as runner goes.
And he's going to swipe third easily. CC got a heck of a jump, didn't he, guys? That's a Honolulu Grill stolen base.
Absolutely. I mean, Hancock's still in the rearing back when he takes off.
Watch up here at the top of the screen. He's going, and there's the throw. He's already halfway there by the time the pitcher even looks to throw the ball.
Which is big if you get a pass ball or a wild pitch here. You can try to score a lot of foul territory behind the plate here at Bruce Hurst Field at Utah Tech University. Full count. Austin Smith, the right-handed catcher for the Mustangs at the plate. P.J. Hancock, the right-handed deliverer, and he lost him. Ball 4. And the inning going 100% Crimson's way, and Snow Canyon just can't seem to get out of it, guys.
No, it's tough. It is really tough right now for this Snow Canyon team. Hancock's let that one go, and so now we'll see what he can do as we move on over to Ryder Elenis coming up.
Ryder.
Now, he struck out. He's one of the few outs of this inning, right? So, struck out his last at bat.
Yep, 0 for 2 tonight, 261 hitter. But the hero on Wednesday night had that walk-off win in the nightcap on Wednesday to knock Timpanogos out of this tournament. Hancock, good pitch there at 69 again, but Linus was staying back and fights it off. In sports tonight around the country, updates brought to you by The Rink. Boston has bowed out. New York wins the series 4-2. They win 119-81 in the NBA tonight. Toronto wins. And that forces what? Game 7 now, right? 3-3.
Yes.
That series is all tied up. And the other big story, Brock Purdy gets payday. Ka-ching. $265 million contract to stay in San Francisco and quarterback him up. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Big cut there from Ryder Linus.
This is the moment where PJ Hancock feels like he's in control for the first time in the last few batters. To finally see an 0-2 count's got to feel really nice. Now he can settle in and just throw whatever. You know, he doesn't have to worry about hitting the zone. But he doesn't want to be sloppy with it either.
Breaking ball outside. They appeal and say no, he didn't go.
But that's the perfect pitch that I'm talking about. You know, he did check the swing there, but something just outside the zone. I'm not opposed to that on an 0-2. Sending something outside where it's probably not going to hit, but if you can get him swinging at it, get him to think about it a little bit, then you're looking like it's a good spot for a pitch. But 1-2, we continue on.
And that one down low, and fighting back is Ryder Linez. And it's now 2-2. This inning has been wild. Three hits, 2 walks, a hit batter. Scored on a wild pitch. I mean, we've just seen a little bit of everything, but right now, Crimson has got to feel real good about the spot they put themselves in, up 12-8, with still 2 runners in scoring position. Here comes the 2-2 pitch with 2 outs, and a swing and a miss, and finally the inning is over on a strikeout there. So they get 4 runs on 3 hits, and they do leave 2 on base. No errors in the inning. And Snow Canyon's got to chase 4 to tie and extend this game, or 5 to walk it off. We'll tell you and call it out when we come back after a message from our great local partners.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 13 years of local experience. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
what a win it is. And now they go win game 2 tomorrow, which starts at 11 o'clock, and they will be dogpiling and celebrating a state championship. If they can get it done tomorrow, and they have 2 games if needed to win 1, then they will win 3 out of the last 4 state championships. If Snow Canyon can take game 2, we'll have a game 3. But first things first, let's recap this one for you because it was exciting, guys. Everything we wanted. Not the way we expected when we had 2 aces on the mound. Both those guys got into some trouble. 2 2/3 work for Dougie, and then he got pulled. And then 5 innings for Andrew Lyon before he ran out of pitches pretty much. Got it right around 102 pitches and didn't come back out after that. But P.J. Hancock and Mason Anderson on the back end were good until the top of the 8th inning, and then there was big hit after big hit after big hit, and this one goes 12-8. You look at the final Best Friends stats, and you guys start thinking about some awards and run through some of these stats. 12 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for the Mustangs. 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Warriors. Ledger Ship goes 1 for 3. Lyon goes 2 for 5. Trayvon goes 2 for 4. Some of the key guys there at the top of the order doing some damage. But Crimson, Jason MacArthur, 2 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. McKay Wright, 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored. Cutter Christensen goes 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. And then how about Burbage, 1 for 1 in a pinch hit and a bases clearing triple. And that, Paulie, you probably got circled as our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game.
Yeah, I still feel like that was the most clutch, the most pulse-pounding situation where just a coaching decision that paid off in my mind. So I think that goes to Coach Abbott. Of course, Burbage gets the credit for getting the hit, but it's kind of a combination play with those two there. So I think that's a very deserving candidate.
I think Caden's trying to pull up that clip.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm going to see if I can find some of these plays. So we'll just keep rolling with the post-game show because there's a lot here to get to and talk about from that last inning of baseball.
Ryan Burbage, a freshman, in a pinch hit, and what a gut instinct by Coach Abbott to go to him in that situation and work the count deep into the count. He goes into the alleyway for a base clearing 3 RBI hit. That was big time. Big time, big time, big time. And I'm not going to disagree. Now, you can pick up any of the big plays there that broke the tie.
Yeah.
That 9th run, you could argue that's huge. But that if they don't get that hit from Burbage, they're not even in the extra innings. So I agree with you on that one. Let's go with that as your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. The local boys, they sell Samsung, GE, all the top brands over there, washers, dryers, dishwashers, laundry sets. They've got, of course, cook stovetops and refrigerators and deep freezers and even Pebble ice makers. Find it all and shop local at Appliance Wholesalers Plus across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart, back behind that Love's. As for our Jersey Mike sub of the game, I don't think we can go, since we're going play of the game, Burbage, I think we got to go to Mason Anderson and the job he did coming in for Madden Smith when Madden got in trouble after that 7-run inning in the second or the third.
Yeah, I don't think anyone expected Anderson to pitch as well as he did. Coach Abbott was probably expecting a long, lengthy start from Madden Smith, go deep in this game. But that's not how it played out, and you got to work with what you got. So I think that Anderson is well deserving of the award.
All right, Caden, I think you got that play teed up for our viewers still watching the live stream.
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
But no such signal. Lyon, here's the 3-2. Swinging it. Hit in right field, and that's 1 run. Here comes 2 runs. Burbage coming up clutch. And it's going to be a 3rd run. We're tied. To win it 12-8. Good call.
There you go.
Good call. Good job finding that clip from earlier tonight. Your AWP Playmaker play of the game. Who is the Findlay Subaru star of the game? I mentioned some of the stats earlier. A lot of guys had multi-hit games. McKay Wright. I thought Jason MacArthur did his normal thing. Multi-hit night for him. Cutter Christensen, multi-hit for him.
It's hard.
Or is it Anderson? 5 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 2, struck out 7.
I think it's Anderson.
Yeah.
I think Anderson came in a tough situation. And, yes, once he got in, some runs did score. They weren't earned by him because they were already on base. He just got the 1 earned run against him. But he did shut it out after that inning, And so you got to give him a lot of credit for that. He was throwing great stuff. I think he is. If he's not our Findlay Subaru star of the game, he's going to be the sub. So you got to give him one or the other. I like him as the star of the game because I think maybe you go Burbage for the sub.
Yeah. Plenty of love to go around. And, again, take nothing away from McKay Wright and J-Mac
other
and CC. They all had multi-hit games offensively.
Awesome.
And this was an offensive game, but not once Anderson came in. He did give up that hit, and a couple of those on that hit when he first came in went to Madden Smith's line. So it's not quite as clean as it looks, but they were on base because of Madden Smith, and so they're tagged onto his line tonight. But I agree, plenty of love to go around. Let's go Mason Anderson, your Findlay Subaru star of the game, and then Burbage there for that base clearing triple as our AWP playmaker play of the game. Plenty of love to go around.
Love it.
Good stuff. 12-8 the final here inside our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. And catch our breath. We'll get some shut-eye. Both these teams will get some food. They'll get off their feet and get a good night's rest. It'll be a lot better night's sleep for Coach Abbott than Coach Seacrest, but nobody's won anything yet, guys. So tomorrow's a big day for both of these crosstown rivals.
That's right. A huge game. Obviously, Crimson Cliffs can clinch it, and the Warriors got to fight back, push back to even the series.
Jersey Mike, sub of the game. Is it Burbage as well? I mean, we gave him the playmaker play of the game, but is he the sub of the game too, or is it Anderson? They're going to kind of double up on one of our awards.
I think it's got to be Burbage. I mean, just the sequence.
Pinch hit.
Yeah, just the sequence. Anderson played a lot longer. Burbage made his impact in more of a sub fashion, I feel like. So,
yeah,
Jersey
I
Mike
agree.
sub.
Thoughts on tomorrow before we put a bow on this? Thank you, Jersey Mike's. Get it Mike's way, a sub above the rest of the Southern Utah or Utah Jersey Mike's.
I think it's all about the depth, right? You start to see how deep the bullpens are. We'll see if you guys coming back, especially if this goes to Game 3 tomorrow. Then we'll really see how the depth plays into it all. So it should be fun. I'm super excited about it. Hopefully these guys get rested up. Maybe we'll see what Cade Kelsch is up to, if he's going to be back in the lineups. That's another thing to keep an eye on for Snow Canyon. So lots of things coming up for tomorrow's games.
Probable starters, up in the air, but, Cronendonk could be the guy maybe for Crimson.
Yeah.
And Dewey Gibb could possibly start Game 2 for Snow Canyon, although, we talked about it during the broadcast earlier. Maybe Trayvon, who hasn't pitched all week, could get a nod. We'll just have to wait and see. A lot of options there. These two teams we've talked about, they do have really deep rosters. Field prep going on. Snow Canyon has exited. Players are gone. Coaches are still talking down on the field. Coach Seacrest, Coach Line, a couple of the coaches. Crimson players are still kind of lingering around the dugout, enjoying, soaking up a Game 1 win, 12-8. A big night offensively, 20 runs scored. Guys, I am surprised 20 runs scored against these two pitching staffs. That might be the biggest surprise of everything, that it was 20 runs combined, 12-8, and extra inning win for the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Just a fun night, and let's do it all again tomorrow. Will we get 3? You'll have to tune in to find out at 11 a.m. for Game 2. It'll be a must-win situation for the Snow Canyon Warriors. Caden, final thoughts after Game 1 tonight?
Great Game 1. Great Game 1. Went extra innings. You couldn't ask for more for a state championship game.
Paulie's going to go watch Tommy Boy. Final thoughts, Paulie?
Yeah, it didn't go as it was scripted, but it was really, really fun. A shootout of all shootouts. Can't wait for tomorrow. 17
hits and 20 runs. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. For Cade and Paul, Tara, Nate back in the Findlay studios. Hope you enjoyed the coverage on KSLSports.com, presented by UCCU, and here on the Fan Sports Network, presented by the Boulevard. Again, the final, one more time, in extra innings. Crimson takes Game 1, 12-8. We'll see you all tomorrow. Be on the air about 10:40, 10:45 with the Bucks Ace Hardware pregame show. Until then, have a great Friday night, everybody.